Hello and a very good afternoon, good morning. Welcome along to Crafters TV. My name is Ben Moseby. Thank you for joining us on what is a brilliant launch day. So super excited at the minute to be able to bring you all of these brand new launches. You are loving them. Each and every week we seem to be bringing you something brand new, and this collection, I know already loads of you have bought. Seeing messages earlier on Wake Up Call, loads of you have been saying that you've jumped in early to grab this, but if you've been waiting for this, you are not going to be disappointed. Sara's signature Letters from the Heart collection, and just having a quick look around this, you are going to absolutely adore it. Got a real vintage feel to it. I love all of the postmarks that you've got in here, the ability to be able to make your own envelopes, and actually one of the dies in here, which you'll see with Sara in just a few moments time, the Typewriter, I think has got to be one of my favourites of the year so far. It is an amazing collection. Wait till you see the sentiments in here as well. We talk about sending cards and letters to people at the moment just to kind of check in on people, see how people are. Wait till you see the sentiments in this collection as well. You're going to absolutely fall in love with it. 10% of the stock has already gone. I'll take you through all of the numbers and everything that you need in just a few moments time, but let's go over the other side of the studio and get straight into this, dive into this with someone who I know is, well, even more excited than usual. Sara, this collection is phenomenal.
Oh, I know, Ben, I know it is. It's just wonderful to work with, and what you see on your screen, that there is everything. It's not very often we manage to pull in a whole collection here, Ben, but I was really strict and I tried to keep this as tight as possible. And when you'll see, you'll realise it's all the bits you absolutely need.
Yeah.
Now, what I would tell you is, I've only included 48 sheets for you in the 12x12 pad.
Yes.
I mean, I don't know how I could possibly do it. This is the one pad, if you're going to do a Christine Mahoney and order 12 of these, knock yourself out.
She'll be in touch.
This has to be right up there in terms of the nicest pads we've ever designed. I mean, if you just look, so all double-sided, and the undersides are as good as the front sides.
Yeah.
I mean, they're vintage, they're layered, you've got the lace on this side. Wait till you see. And what I'm going to do is show you how every element that we've designed into this paper pad, Ben, we've brought into every... sorry for flicking through a few pages. I'm going to show you it all in a second.
So eager, that's what it is.
Everything. The papers are absolutely phenomenal. So please, while you're ordering a collection, there is one 12x12 pad. There's no extra vellums, there's no 6x6 pad, there's no luxury card. I've kept it really tight because the papers were so gorgeous. I've just done you one paper pad, so go ahead and order multiples of it. Right, are you ready for me to walk you through the whole range and show you how it all works towards that paper pad, right?
Here we go.
So let's have a little, I'm going to start at the back and I'm going to flick you through them. So for example, you're looking at this gorgeous paper. This in the background, how fabulous to have that as an embossing folder. Done it.
Phenomenal.
Done that. So this, it's like your grandma's old handwriting. It's like it makes us feel like an old handwritten love letter, Ben. So you've got that all pulled through, right? Then also, let's have a look. I'm going to flick through a couple more of the pages. So as we're going through these pages, you'll start and see a lot of these beautiful designer style. Can you see like the florals, and then can you see this lace? We've also done two embossing folders that capture the lace designs that we've got built into a lot of these over your end panels. So much you can do with those extra end panels there. So two embossing folders there as well, Ben.
Got ya.
Then as I keep going through, oh, look at these now.
I love these stamps.
Loads of this by airmail, and you see the same on the back as well, a little bit more.
Love it.
So what we've done is we've done a designer stamp set, which has all of these pieces, so you can do like the little stamped elements, all the little pieces. But then also, because I'm into embossing with this range, we've done the embossing folder. Look at how well all of those just work together.
Fantastic.
And when you see me starting to emboss this, Ben, I've got some amazing, incredible demos planned. You'll see all of that pulled through. So that's fabulous. Now, as we keep going through again, I told you the paper pad was where it was at. See all these florals here? I'm going to show you how we've got all these florals in stamps and dies. There's some more of them lovely, the embossing folders I was telling you about.
Absolutely.
All included, so they're all based in there. Now, more postmarks. You see how everything just works, Ben? It just works. Now, see this one here, this lovely little envelope? I thought, how cute if we could bring the envelopes into the cards. So I've done this collection here, which is incredible, right? So what it does is the die here, Ben, makes this cute little envelope.
Yes.
So if I just show you, this is one of the cards I'm going to be doing a little bit later with these lovely little envelopes on there. So you can be die cutting your own little envelopes and your own little notes to go in the envelopes. So you get the die cut envelope, the little note that goes in it.
Yes.
But then also these are them florals I was talking to you about. So you've got all of your layered florals, so you can stamp the base and then the layer on top of it, and you've got all the positioning, point 1, point 2 there, like all of our layered stamps, all in photopolymer, and the die cuts to go with it, right? I'm going to keep flicking you through this pad. I'm only halfway through the collection, by the way, folks. Look at the designs of the fleur-de-lis. Now, this is the rest of the pad to die for. Absolutely to die for. Wait till you see, I'm going to teach you how to do gift bags. We're going to be doing all sorts with this, Ben, but I'm just going to tell you now, this is absolutely going to be your favourite paper pad of all the paper pads we've ever designed here at Crafters Companion. I'm putting it right out there and saying this is going to be the favourite. Ben, you'll love everyone, right? Yeah. Now, while we're still going through, let me show you a couple of essential bits that I've done to go with it. I've done here nested dies, but that look like torn, for you to do all your handwritten notes on. So for example, you want to do projects like this one here. You've got these lovely stamps as well, which I'm going to show you, that are really, do more of what makes you happy. Sending all my love, enjoy every moment. Life is short, make it sweet. Written with love, be mine. But can you see this is all, it's got that torn background. And then this one in the back here, Ben, being done with that embossing folder.
Yes.
Then, little embossing folder. I'm going to teach you how to make this, by the way, in the show. Keep watching.
Oh, I love that.
Right? A couple more bits that I need to show you as well.
Yes.
This was your favourite element of the whole collection, wasn't it?
Everyone's been chatting about this typewriter, Sarah.
It's
I'm
amazing.
telling you. It's brilliant.
And then look what the idea is, okay? So you put your typewriter, but then also you cut your cardstock to feed into the typewriter like a traditional old typewriter. And then all of these are the words you could type onto here. So again, they're all photopolymer. You're going to layer up all these, dearest friend, or just because, birthday wishes, just a note. Now, you could do a little one, or you could do like your long slimline cards, Ben, which are all in at the moment, with a big long piece on there. Special friend, get well soon. Remember, you've got that. You can use this in conjunction with those amazing nested dies that I told you about. Look at this. It just happens to be exactly the right size to fit in the typewriter. Obviously, we've thought of absolutely everything. Well, that is almost everything. How professional will your cards look when you add that little seal? It couldn't be a Letters from the Heart collection without the little seal. So we've done the whole seal collection. This is mine that I've been using. So you've got the two seals, you've got the handle, and then look at the two ones we've got. We've got the little love heart and the key. So for example, I did one of those boxes and sealed it. Oh yes, with the seal. Right, we're going to be doing this. We're going to be making envelopes and sealing them, Ben. We're going to be making gift bags and sealing them. Everything though needs a wonderful little seal to finish it off. That is the whole collection. Can you see when I said you need everything in the collection? You absolutely need everything, and multiples of that paper pad.
Well, talking about multiples of the paper pad, you asked, she responded, Christine Mahoney, you have the best price on this paper. I may buy more, but with the collection and the pads I bought, I'll have 10 pads so far. I may order more. I had to have enough money for all the new products coming out. I mean, seriously, Jenny's there as well. I ordered 3 extra of the paper pads. Kathy C said on YouTube, that paper pad is drool worthy. I've never heard that expression before. But
yes, it is.
I love it. If you want to add it into your basket, $12.99 or $15.95 individually. That's what everyone is doing, really, adding more of these in, as you've seen. 1, 2, 3, 10 more of these into their baskets as well. But make sure you grab them, because as you've seen, particularly with this collection, as Sarah's shown you, how the embossing folders, the stamps, the dies all work perfectly with that paper pad, and that is why you need to add this into your basket. Do not miss out. The main collection though, 15% of the stock has gone. I was supposed to tell you top of the show, 10% of the stock had gone. It had, inside 10 minutes, another 5% of that stock has gone. 15% of the stock. And do you know what I love about this collection particularly? Is this price as well, because you do get so much. But you know what, if you haven't been able to stretch to perhaps previous collections, today this really is a price that you can jump in for. $81.38 for everything that Sarah has just shown you there. $115.21 if you're shopping with us in the US. And don't forget, if you're a platinum member, you can take another 20% off that. That comes down to a ridiculous £65.10 for platinum members, or $92.17 if you're shopping with us in the US. Now, doing a bit of maths on this as well, because I know how you like to get your free shipping. If you were to go for this in the US and add in another paper pad, which we know that everybody is doing, why not spend another $29 or less than if you're a platinum member and get this adhesive collection and then skip the shipping on it, because that will take you over the threshold, of course. And this is super handy to have as well. You never want to run out of your adhesives, so this 5-piece collection is definitely something you want to be popping into your baskets as well, because you get one of each of all of the adhesives that you're seeing there on your screen, and then that, as I say, in the US qualifies you for that free shipping, so it's definitely worth going for. But as we've already heard from loads of you already, it's the paper pads that you absolutely love. By the way, don't forget, if you do want to go for individuals, you can do, and we're doing a deal there. If you spend over 40, you will get an extra 10% off, but everyone's going for the main collection. Everyone's adding more of those paper pads in as well. Let me know on the socials if you've already bought this collection. Let me know also how many paper pads that you've added into the collection. No one's going to beat Christine Mahoney's 10, are they? Nobody. But let's hear from you and let us know what you love the most, why you've been buying it, because we want to hear from you. Loads of comments already coming in. Super excited, says Gilmore. Hello, Gilmore, in Michigan. Ordered late last night. Hi, Ben, Sarah, team, and everyone here. Aisha Dennison on Facebook. This is what I like, you see, a nose into everyone's baskets. Yes, Ben, says Aisha. I picked up the Typewriter. Amazing. An embossing folder, love it, and 2 paper pads yesterday. This is going to be a great addition to the vintage diary. Sandy Priscorn on Facebook. Do you know what? That's something that Craig was picking up on actually on their wake up call earlier on. How this was kind of, a great collection to work in with the other collections as well. You'll find so many sort of crossovers with these. And Sandy just saying, hello all, just placed my order. Well done, Sandy. I'm so excited about this beautiful collection. Hi, Ben and Sarah, says Val. Got mine ordered now, just need demos for ideas. That is Val in Southampton. So get those comments coming in. Let me know what's in your basket, and we will get those demos coming at you. If you've got any questions over the course of the next hour and 45 minutes as well, do get those in. Anything that you want to know in particular about this collection, if there's a burning question you need to know before you purchase it, get those in, and I shall pop those to Sarah over the course of the show. But let's get cracking. There is palpable excitement about this, Sarah, and people want to see demos.
Come on, I've got loads to go, Ben, but I'm going to start with what's been Ben's favourite point.
Yes.
And a lot of you guys, your favourite point here, and it's that lovely typewriter.
Lush.
So in the set, what you'll see is you get the actual typewriter, and then you also get all of the stamps to go with it. So if I start with the typewriter, Ben, I'm just going to cut it here onto a little bit of black cardstock. And let's have a look at this. How Craig's been using this.
Yeah, as he was using that earlier on.
Left a little bit of the, left some of the little bits and pieces in. So make sure your die is always really clean before you start. And I'm just going to go nice and simple actually. Cut this. It's not an intricate die. It'll fit quite comfortably through your Gemini MIDI if you want to. Yeah, in fact, to be honest, I think that typewriter die might even fit through the Mini.
Oh, brilliant.
I had me MIDI to hand though, so just to be on the safe side, right? So there we go. So typewriter die. And then that comes out there, Ben, and you'll see it's not that intricate of a die, but it's a really lovely one like that. Really nice to work
with.
Oh, hang on, Craigie, don't get stuck in there, right? So there's my typewriter die.
Yeah.
And then what I am going to do is actually use this, and I'm going to mat and layer a little bit, just a scrap of card onto the front of there, but I thought that would look quite nice. There we go, it'll just be the right size for a bit of a matte and layer here. I thought this would be nice if we did a bit of embossing with it.
Ooh, why not?
And that embossing folder with the script on is perfect. So let's have a little look here. If I come in here and we do the embossing, so I'm just going to get the embossing going onto here. So even though this is patterned paper, don't think, I would say the undersides of the patterned paper, Ben, lend themselves really, really well to working with the script side, so to doing the extra layer of embossing on the top. Now, a couple of ink pads that you want to have handy in your water reactives here. Let's have a little look. I've got a few. I'm going to use a bit of seal brown, and I do like a bit of pink tulip. Them two work particularly well with this collection. And actually what I did do, Ben, was put a set together of our pigment ink pads.
We have got that on the show, yes.
Oh, lovely. Right, well, I'm going to do a little bit of colouring of this if you want to update everyone on that.
I will. Yeah, details coming up on your screen here of the opaque pigment inks. We've got 6 colours available for you here, and kind of the colours that we think will work perfectly to match with the colours that you've got within this collection, within the paper pad. So, for example, you saw Craig using a few of these a little bit earlier on, actually. So you've got your green topaz, and then that gorgeous frosty jade. Then on top of that, you've got the straw bale and the pink tulip, which is one of the colours that Sara is going to be using just now. And then you've also got your oasis and your pale fig. Again, perfect partner to go with this collection. $23.95 or $33.36 if you want to pop that into your basket today, saving 20%. And of course, you can take another 20% off that if you are a platinum member as well. Lots of joy coming in that you're showing the typewriter straight off the bat. Lots of love.
Glad to hear it. The typewriter, honestly, it's wonderful.
Yeah.
Now, look what I've done. So this is going to give me a nice background piece here, Ben. And I'm using that little bit of black cardstock that I'd gutted. So nobody ever needs to know that once upon a time that used to have a typewriter in it. Right? Really doesn't matter. Right? So what I'm going to do now is I've got a base card, Ben. So I've got just a nice simple base card. And then I've done a matten layer from the how gorgeous is this paper? Can we just you want to sit and stroke it, don't you?
Yeah,
if you are a paper stroker, right? Calling all paper strokers out there, if that's you, I absolutely need you folks to just buy an extra pad.
Yes.
Right? Do not just sit and stroke these, they're too nice to be left.
Strokers
right?
and sniffers, aren't there, of paper pads?
There is. There's some terrible culprits out there, right? So if that's you, I want this pad used and it's too nice not to use. You're going to use it loads, so make sure you've got adequate supplies of it.
Let us know if you're a stroker. We'd love to hear from you.
Right, here we go. So there's a nice base piece on there, Ben. Now, my actual typewriter here,
yes.
Now it looks all right, but have I got a bit of gilding wax? Let's gilding wax it up, right?
Great.
A little bit of gold gilding wax on here and just bring it to life a little bit, just around the keys there. You can either do this, or I've seen quite a lot of the designs have been paper pieced back in and they look amazing, that would look good. But you see, just adding that little bit of gilding wax, I think, look how much more special that looks now.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lifted up onto there. Yeah,
beautiful.
that's the job. That's it right there. Now, remember, you've got those nesting dies. Have I got a set here? I can show you. Yes, here they are. Right. So you've got the nesting dies that give you this like torn edge.
Yeah.
So what I've done is, I've actually just done I've done all the stamping already just for speed, right? I've used one of the nesting dies, that middle one there, and then stamped on Dearest Friend.
Yeah.
So really simple to do. We'll do a little bit more stamping later on the show, but I just want to start with a quick demo. You see how that's going to sit in there like a real typewriter?
So cool.
Yep. So now I can just pop the tape across the back of here, and then if you want to go right across the middle, you're obviously going to use your dotty tape pen for that. So now we can have our typewriter coming across the middle with the typing there.
That is quality.
For Dearest
I love it.
Friend.
I love it.
Looks lovely, doesn't it?
Yes.
Right, and then actually I'm going to keep it really simple. So just down here, I think I'll put a little bit more tape on as though that's going across. Oh, I know what I was going to do. I was going to tip this underneath. It's still going to look lovely, right? There we go. And then a couple of little butterflies. Now, you're probably thinking, that's it, aren't you? However, what I thought we could do, Ben, is put it in a matching envelope and seal the envelope, right?
Yeah.
Because I've done a nice simple card there. I've already done the envelope for this to match, right? We will make some envelopes later on in the show, I promise you, but I'm just getting you warmed up now. Can we just appreciate?
Oh, yeah, look at these.
Come on. I mean, come on, right? So that goes into here. Now, let's have a little look. I really hope I've got my heat gun in here. I haven't. Right, I'll go and get the heat gun.
You go and get the heat gun.
I'll get sorted because I'm going to melt a little bit of wax on there.
Oh, yes.
Give me a little second. Right, I'll go and get the heat gun and we'll do the wax seal.
Brilliant stuff. How great is this collection, right? How amazing. Has anyone still got one of these old style typewriters, by the way? My nan used to have one of these. And so back in the day, you used to go around the house. It was a treat, which used to get our old typewriter out and you were allowed to have a bit of a go. And then as the thing used to shuffle along, the bell used to ring and shuffle it back. I used to love it so much. And this collection just evokes so many memories. But isn't it great how everything just ties together? And I love the fact that you can slot those messages within the typewriter as well, which again, I just think is so, so cool. We're at 20% of the stock gone, by the way. This is how busy we are. So 20 minutes into the show, 20% of the stock has gone. Please do not miss out on this. You know how these launch shows have been going over the course of the last few weeks. They have been absolutely flying. So check out your baskets. We will give you time during the show to do that so you don't miss the demos. But let's get back over again, because this collection also includes the wax with those amazing seals on. You have to remind me, one's got a key on. Is the other one a fleur-de-lis?
Yeah, one's a key, one's a heart.
A heart, yeah.
I'm going to use the heart now. Actually, I absolutely love it, right?
Yeah.
So all you do is you're basically going to screw your heart on,
yeah.
right? So you're ready to go. I've got my envelope, and then now, can you see you've got a little wick?
Oh, yeah.
So what you would do at home is you would light the wick, right? And if you light the wick, it just melts a little bit of the wax. However, we don't want to set the fire alarm off here at work.
No.
So I've been told in no uncertain terms, no lighting of candles, wicks or anything here,
Probably
Sarah.
for the best.
Probably for the best, right? So all I'm doing is I'm using, I mean, to be honest, you could do it with your heat gun as well. It looks pretty good with your heat gun, doesn't it? So you just melt a nice big blob, right? And then while that's melted, what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in with the heart, make sure we're the right way up, and then just seal my heart down on there. So my heart just all presses down. You're going to give it just a second just to kind of melt. And once it's melted, oh, there we go. Nay, look at that.
Something so amazing watching
Doesn't that look fabulous? And then that is now my fabulous card with the melted little heart in the middle. I just think, now isn't that a card that you would be just so desperate to receive because it's in that gorgeous envelope?
Absolutely you would.
Yes. Now you'll be pleased to know at the 11th hour I just whipped the card out.
Yeah.
Because what I didn't want to do, just in case it won demo of the show, you know, not being presumptuous.
Here we go.
Now you've got the card with the matching envelope. I needed you to have the full experience, guys. How amazing is that? And this is the beginning. I've got 8 demos for this show. I've got so much I want to show you. We'll probably not get through all it, but I'll try my hardest. They're all as good as that. And actually, this is me warm-up act, this one. But we just get better and better.
Tell you what, look at that. It's only limbering up over there, doing a few stretches, sort of touching the toes. That's not the main event. Are you kidding me? This is how great this collection is, though. Isn't it brilliant, though? You sort of saw the run through, and then just the finishing off there with that gorgeous wax seal. How the papers work beautifully together. How amazing. You've got the fact that you've got that beautiful typewriter die. The fact that you've got all of those stamps there, of course, as well, to be able to, you know, pop whatever sentiment that you want onto there too. And of course these paper pads, absolutely gorgeous. And like Sarah was saying, do you know what, there's so many different elements from the paper pad itself, you know, that work with the script that you've got within the components within the actual kit itself. The stamps, that I love that. I love the fact that we've got the stamps of the stamps. Do you remember, like back in the days when you used to go on holiday and they used to stamp your passport? You know, it's just a little bit like that, isn't it? Just amazing. And on here again, look at that, all of the detail of all of the different stamps on there, the airmail on there as well. It's just amazing. Again, if you're making this for cards or kind of like memory books or scrapbooking, there's so much to work with here. Again, I absolutely love all of the colours, all of the detail. And that is why, again, because you've got, you know, I'm not saying our other paper pads you'd always go, oh, I'm definitely using that side, not using the other side. But with this one particularly, you've got so much detail on both sides of the actual paper itself. That's why you'll go for another one. That's why you'll possibly go for 2 more of these, 3 more of these, and that's why everyone is doing it. Actually, loads of you adding more into your basket just to take advantage. Look at this again, the script running over the florals on there. It's just so classy. This is the one that caught my eye that Sarah was showing just a few moments ago here. It is just beautiful. This you can get individually. Remember, it comes with the collection. That's the great thing again. So if you pay $81.38 today or $115.21, you will get this along with everything else within the collection. However, what everybody is doing is going for the collection. They are then adding in at least 1 more of these 12 by 12 paper pads. A, because they're beautiful. B, it may well be that they've, you're going to use one and stroke the other. Yes, I've seen your messages coming in. Lots of paper strokers going, yes, I stroke the paper. That's fine. So people might be doing that, but I also think that you are thinking to yourself, do you know what? I'm going to be using this collection so much. I'm going to get through that paper pad. I want to make sure that I don't run out. So do it whilst you can is what I would say to you. And the other thing, as we've mentioned, of course, if you are shopping in the US, you add another paper pad into your cart. Get that adhesive collection that we've got on the show in there as as well, and then you've got over the shipping threshold and it's free shipping. So why wouldn't you do that? Because you're going to need that adhesive as well that we're bringing to you on the show. This is flying out of the door. I'm so happy that you love this collection, because I just think it is absolutely gorgeous. Sonia just saying, I'm both a fabric and paper pad stroker. I just love that new feel and smell. Geez, I know, she says. Julie says, I ordered this yesterday, so excited to receive it. And Stacey on Facebook is saying, my willpower just flew out the window. Listen, don't resist the urges. You know, Sara and I are enablers here. You need to take advantage of this collection. It is stunning, and we are now over a fifth of the stock has gone, so get it. Basically, I'm looking at the clock now, 25 minutes in, we're kind of going at about 1% of the stock is going per minute at the moment. If it keeps going that way, you know what's going to happen. This is going to disappear. It's supposed to be back again tomorrow, but at the rate it's going, you're going to have to watch out. Let's get back onto another demo, because apparently the one you saw a moment ago there, that was just the warm up. That was just jogging on the spot, doing a few stretches.
The warm up, Ben. Trust me, I have got a full 2 hours of awesomeness. This collection, well, you've seen the samples that our designers have been doing, just got better and better and better. And Ben, might I remind you, last time you and I did a launch, not just a couple of weeks ago, we had a month's worth of stock. By the end of that day, we were sold out. Half of them designs, we're now waiting for the slow boat. Actually, we're not even waiting for the slow boat to China. We're waiting for them to make some more and then put them on the slow boat from China. We can't do that with this because it's a Sara signature. So we never ever reprint them. When it's gone, it's gone. So if we have a sellout of some of these items today, that is it. You'll never be able to get the collection today. You'll never be able to get the collection again. And we've had this with a lot of our collections recently. I would say, now we do sometimes, if we get a very fast sellout of the paper pad, remake more. This is going to have to be one of them pads that we're going to have to keep remaking and restocking.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
it's just wonderful. And what I'm going to do for this next demo, Ben, I'm going to start with the paper pad for inspiration, okay? Now, yes, we've spent a lot of time looking at the gorgeous designs that are on this side here. However, it's just as beautiful on the underside. So if you're watching these ones over here, it's like a whole other paper pad.
Yeah, I know.
If I'm
Flick it the other way.
flicking this way, they're just as gorgeous this way. So what I'll do is, let's have a look. I'll flick you all one way. Oh, yes, we're loving all the papers this way. Loving all. So, yeah, you need to buy one paper pad to go this way. and then we need to have another one to go this, like how gorgeous is that going to be with a bit of embossing on the top? I'm actually going to use it's coming up. Oh my word. Oh, I hadn't even looked at that one with those colours. Right, I'm going to use this one. I think this is really nice for this one here. So you notice there's one sheet missing of that one, because what I've already done is I've taken that out, I've cut myself a little panel, and then what I thought I'd do is I do like a slimline cards are all the trend at the moment, but I haven't gone full on tall and slim. I've just gone quite slimmy, right? So I've gone more slimline in its orientation.
Yeah.
Watch this, which I thought was quite clever, okay? So bear in mind your embossing folder has a little opening at the top. So you can always, if you want, just emboss onto part of it. So I thought it was quite nice to kind of keep in with that kind of handwritten note theory and selection. And because these are regular embossing folders, as in they're not 3D, because they don't need to be 3D, these folders, you're just going to sandwich it between your two outside Gemini cutting plates, so your two regular cutting plates. And then this is crying out. These are absolutely, you're going to get inky all the time with these, okay? So, nice little bit of embossing on there, but let's just come in, even if it's just with that seal brown, Ben, and all I'm going to do is I'm going to go inky around the outside, and then I'm going to start and build in a little bit of depth as we get to the embossed panels.
Just to confirm as well, because James was asking, are those border dies included in the set?
Yeah.
Everything that you saw at the start of the show is included within this bundle. So everything that Sara went through, and we'll go through it all again, we'll go through the boards a little bit later on, but everything that Sara went through, including the paper pad, of course, this time, including the wax and the little wax seals, all included for that price today. So the only thing that we're saying that you might want to do, and which everyone is doing, is get another paper pad to add to the collection, because you'll be using it so much, and you'll get through it very quickly. So that's what we're saying. Everything else is included in the bundle. That's why you absolutely need to go for it today. It's just over £65 if you're shopping as a platinum member, or $92. Amazing. Quarter of the stock gone. Quarter of the stock gone.
Now.
Whoa, yeah.
Oh, 25%. This is how it goes.
Gone.
Quarter of the way into the show, quarter of the stock's gone.
Yep, that's what I'm telling you.
You haven't even seen me get down with this one yet.
No.
Look at
this.
Right.
Is awesome.
This is just gorgeous. So again, this is a back. This is the main side of the paper. I'm using the back of the paper, but the backs are just as wonderful as the front, as we keep establishing, Ben. Right, so because we're die cutting now, we're going to go with our frosted plate, we're going to go with our magnetic, then your top plate, and then whiz them straight through. Now, the beauty of this one, so this is your envelope die, and what it's going to do is it's going to do all of the die cutting, but then also it's going to put your score lines in to make it into that fancy little notelet envelope, right? So here we go. If I lift this out now, oh, look, I mean, they literally lift out of place here, Ben. I mean, it could not be. The dies are just dreamy to work with in terms of detailed die cutting and how they fall out of place, right? And then can you see, so these have got your little score lines in, so they're just going to fold and score to protection. They're very delicate score lines, because obviously I know you're going to be using these with your patterned paper, as opposed to, it's not like a card scoring one, so it's not too detailed. And then all I'm going to do is pop these down the bottom here, and then this makes up into a wonderful little 3D envelope like that. So that's your envelope that's going to go, look, I've matted and laid that to the front of the card. It's going to go onto the front of the card here. And then all we need, bear in mind, this part here, you can do all of your die cutting. This die cut, the exact size, so I've just done a little die cut and stamped letter, be mine, and that would just slot inside there. Isn't that awesome, that little envelope? Yeah. So I'm going to pop that in place, little bit of tape all the way along the back of there. We'll pop that in place on the front of the card. Now, to finish that off, and I'm leaving that so that we can take that in and out nice and easily, right? But to finish this off, Ben, can you see you've also got in here all these pieces, right? So what you're going to be doing is they work along with the stamps. So we're going to stamp and then die cut some of these pieces. So let's have a little look. If I just bring in just one of my stamping platforms and a little bit of cardstock, and I'm going to stamp them. So when you're doing your stamping, best thing to stamp with, Ben, is your quick dry inks.
Yes.
All right. So let's have a little look here.
So you've got some layering stamps in there as well, haven't you?
Yes, this is it. So can you see what I'm going to do to make life easy? I'm going to come down one and left one on my grid mark. I'm going to hold this in place while we're stamping. I should really be stamping onto my stamp map. I don't know where it is. Yeah, we'll just stamp onto the base here, Ben. It'll still work exactly the same. So if I hold this in place, right? Now, so if we're going in here, I'm going to hold this into that bottom corner down here. All will make sense when you kind of see it come together, right? And then let's have a little look. So, there's those my old paper. I'm just going to stamp it for speed with me water reactive. But I should, no, I'm not. I'm going to get a quick dry.
Yeah,
I'm going to be. I'm going to take my time. It's they're the wrong colour. You've never got the colour you want, have you not? Bit of purple, and let's have a look. I'm going to have the wrong shade of green. Okay. Oh, that is an opaque pigment hiding out in the quick dry.
Oh, someone not put them back properly. That'll be Craig.
Right. Don't. Right. Oh my life. I've got right. I see. What's this? Water reactive. Water reactive. I'm not. Water reactive. Yeah, look, right, I'm going to go.
Seriously?
I think we might have to, water reactive. Right, I'm having no look at it. Right, we're going to do a funny coloured. You'll see what I mean. I'm going to do a funny coloured stamped inked one, right?
Okay, so for demonstration purposes.
Just for demonstration purposes, right? So I'm going to stamp my, we're going to put it down here, right? So I'm going to stamp my base. I've stamped my flowers actually. Oh, I'm having no look at you, Ben. I've stamped my flowers in blue. Don't laugh. And then I'm going to stamp the stems in purple. Okay. Just because, you know, we're live on TV and we're just going for it.
You could get a flower like that.
You absolutely could. In the land of make-believe.
Yeah, exactly right.
You absolutely could, right?
Yes.
And I also can't see me underneath and I've knocked it off, but you're going to get the idea here, right? So I've stamped it perfect as well. Can Director Charlotte just have a little zoom in on there, because I've stamped it absolutely perfectly.
You have.
So what you're going to do is you're going to stamp your flower probably in a more standout colour than a pale blue, and then you're going to stamp the leaves all around it.
I quite like it. It's almost like the negative.
Oh,
like a negative effect going on there.
Thanks for being so
like
positive, Ben.
I like
Thank you
it
for
a lot.
being so positive.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it.
You're welcome.
Right? So what I've done is I've already stamped some and cut them out. Oh, because what you've got is, didn't show you, you've then got the matching die,
you have to cut it out, yes.
So if you pop your die over top of there, it's going to cut your flower out perfect, isn't it? So I've done some where I've just stamped and die cut all of the little flowers. So I've got green and pink flowers, believe it or not, much more naturally.
I prefer the other ones.
You prefer the other ones, do you? And then I've got some green leaves to go with it, right? And then I've also got some nice little love hearts. And I'm just going to put the whole thing together. So I've had my glue gun warming up here as well, Ben. And I'm just going to come onto the corner here, right? And I'm going to build these up. So we've got the flower and then a couple of bits of these leaves as well. So I think that can just pop behind. Yes, now you're talking. Nice little couple of sprigs of leaves, Ben, and then a nice little rose to kind of finish it all off as well. So there's my leaves.
Perfect.
Here's my little, what's this? Little ribbon.
Yeah.
Yep, can never find the words when you want to, can you not? So nice little ribbon's going to come on the front there. And then just a couple of little hearts to go on the front. I told you we were going to be building up and doing more and more as we went through the show. And this is just showing you how gorgeous that little envelope is. And of course, that could be your love letter saying whatever you wanted in that little envelope in there, Ben. How gorgeously cute is that?
So it is really cute. And you've got some beautiful sentiments with this collection as well. But look at that. Again, really standout card. But I would say, you know, very achievable. Even
very
if you've
achievable,
never used
very
a set
simple.
like this before. Absolutely. But how gorgeous is this collection? Brand new today. 81.38 or 115.21 for the full collection. We are approaching a third of the stock has gone here. Remember, if you're a platinum member, it comes down to 65.10 or 92.17 if you're shopping with us in the States. We'll go through all the boards again in just a few moments' time, but don't you just love the fact that everything coordinates absolutely perfectly? That paper pad kind of like running through the core of this collection, the fact that you've got everything that coordinates with that, from the detailing that you've got on your embossing folders to the stamps that you've got within the collections, whether it be those postmarks or the florals, the fact that you've got the ability to be able to make that gorgeous little envelope in there as well. You've got the gorgeous typewriter die too. The waxes and the wax seals there, the paper pad. It's such a complete collection. And do you know what I love about this as well? As I say, if you haven't been able to stretch perhaps to previous collections, if you're platinum today for just over £65 or $92, this is a collection that you can really, really go for and start creating some stunning cards with. And don't forget to get more of those paper pads. Whatever you do, do not miss out on those. Right, there is so many of you, as is always the point. It was sort of just over a quarter of the way through the show, almost a third of the stock gone. Let's give you time to check out those baskets. So over the course of the next couple of minutes, you are not going to miss a thing. So now is the time to get whatever it is you want into your basket and check it out, and then we'll come back for some more demos. 6 more of them, apparently, we're going to try and squeeze in between now and 5 o'clock. But get your baskets checked out and we'll come back to you in just a couple.
Hi, I'm Joe from Crafters TV, and I'm here to show you how you can grab the best deals and shop whilst you watch during our shows. So the best way to watch us is always on Crafters TV. Head on over to our homepage and go to Crafters TV. You can see all of our shows, offers, and even shop while you watch. Now if you want to get involved and comment along, head over to our Facebook page. Come say hello, ask us some questions, and lol with us. Or you can watch us on YouTube. Simply head to our Crafters Companion YouTube channel. Got a smart TV? You can even AirPlay directly onto your big screen. We're constantly adding new and exciting shows to our schedule, so don't forget to check in. It's never been easier to have us in your living room. It's always fun here at Crafters TV, so come join us as we create every day.
So exciting, loads of you checking out your baskets, and actually really exciting today, of course, because here in the UK, loads of stores being reopened, the retail stores being opened up, and Julie's just said, just visited the Chesterfield store this morning. So good to see the team again after so long. Also Helen, who obviously I spoke to earlier on Wake Up Call, bought some bits, but not these. But hey, I've ordered them and we'll just have to wait for their arrival. Yes, super excited that we've got our stores open once again. So if you are heading out and about, then make sure you do pop along to our stores, which are now open. And as I say, if you want to hear what Helen had to say about that, you can watch Wake Up Call back from a little bit earlier on. The full deal, though, on the launch day today, Sara's signature collection, the Letters from the Heart collection, is absolutely stunning. I love this. It's 8138 or 11521. It is full of gorgeous vintage detailing. I love all of the stamps and embossing folders that you've got here with that gorgeous scripting. All of those gorgeous postmarks, the sentiments that you've got, the layering stamps that you've got included in here as well. Just absolutely gorgeous. And I think most people are chatting about the typewriter die, which is in this collection, and those paper pads as well. I'll just quickly run you through the boards. This is that typewriter which you saw in the first demonstration. How gorgeous is that classic typewriter stamp and die set? And what I love about the actual die itself is that you've got the ability to be able to pop your own little sentiment into the space there at the top of the typewriter, so you can use some of the sentiments here. Love these. Look at these. I love you. Just a note. Just because. Always in my heart. Is that Hugs and Kisses, that one? OXOX, it is, isn't it? Yeah, look at me being down with the kids. So Hugs and Kisses, you've got so much included in there. Then you've got more stamps, these classic postmarks. How gorgeous is that? London, you've got your airmail stamp on there, Paris, Special Day, Post Office, and then you've got the detailing on there as well of the stamps themselves. Then you've got your embossing folder, again mirroring the detail that you've got on the stamps there. There's so many different details on there. Your Visa stamps, you've got your US postage delivered on there. It's just gorgeous. Here's your lace embossing folders again as well, and you've seen how those work perfectly with the detailing that you've got on the paper pad, which I'll come on to in just a second. Look at the script on here. Again, we were talking about this earlier on. It's like, you know, the script from sort of oldie worldy time, isn't it? Sort of medieval almost. I absolutely love this, and it looks stunning. There's more of those sentiments on there as well, the loving sentiment stamps. And as I said earlier on, what I love about this particularly is you've got some sentiments which are great for this particular time. You know, if you're wanting to send a card to somebody just because, you've got sentiments like enjoy every moment, life is short, make it sweet, and this one here, do more of whatever that makes you happy. I really love that. You've seen elements of the torn note paper dies in here as well. Absolutely great for creating that torn edged effect, or if you wanted to use those for frames as well, I guess. And then also, of course, you've got all of the detailing of the butterflies and the hearts included in there too. This lace envelope stamp and die set is the one that you just saw a few moments ago. How easy was it to create that amazing envelope? And then you've got all of the detailing in the stamps there, some of those layering stamps that we saw with that last flower, and then of course the dies to be able to cut out those elements too, which is just phenomenal. And then on top of that, the paper pad, that is included, and it is flying out the door. Producer Johnny just saying they are absolutely loving it. Everyone's adding it in. And you can see as we've gone through that set, you've got all of the elements that we've shown you, from the postmarks, from the stamp detailing on there, to the florals that run through this paper pad as well. So it really is central to the theme of the whole collection. And yet, the reason why people are buying two of the collections, of course, or two of the paper pads, I should say, is because the front is as good as the reverse on here. I mean, which is the reverse and which is the front? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. So get two of these paper pads at least. You could go to Christine levels and get 10, but it's entirely up to you. It's gorgeous. $115.21 is the price if you're shopping with us in the US, or $81.38 is the deal if you're shopping with us here in the UK. Platinum members, it comes down to £65.10, or just over $92.
Oh, I'm going to use that next, Ben.
Which one?
I'm going to well, just basically, you can choose which one. I'm going to show you all how to do this. You need to set your record buttons.
Yes.
As you want the measurements for this, because it's so quick and easy once you know the sizes.
Right, keep those comments coming in. Who's been shopping? Who's bought since we last spoke? I need to know what you've been buying. Stefan just saying, I ordered before the show started with an extra paper pad. Woot, woot. And we are now at 1/3 of the stock gone. We're only 45.
Oh, we're 1/3 of the way in the show, Ben. Oh, I see what's going on. Yeah, that was quick. That was quick maths on my part.
Especially for a Monday. You need to get shopping. Let us know what you bought. How many paper pads you bought in the comments, and any questions you want to ask us, get those in too. Right, we are on to demo number 3. Are you doing the goodie bag now?
Yes, let's do it now. Let's do it now. The only problem with that bag is you've got to choose. You've got to choose which paper. You've got to choose which one to do, right? So let's have a little look. All of these lend themselves really well because you're going to have a bit of pattern at one side and a bit of pattern at the other side. So literally you cannot go wrong with any one of these designs. That would be gorgeous on the front of a bag. That one would. Oh, this would give you stuff all the way around the bag. Oh, that one, yeah. Oh, this
yes,
one.
that would.
Should we do that one?
Go on. That thing as we both went, ooh,
Oh,
at the same time.
both go, ooh.
We did, ooh.
Right.
Yes.
Oh, and it's going to be blue inside. That'd be lovely. Right. Here we go then. So you start with a sheet of 12 by 12, right? Now, I'm using the big score. You could do this on your Score Master, but it's a little bit easier on your big score, right? So here's what we're going to do, right, Ben? Ready for this? 3 3/4 and put your score. In fact, I'm going to use one of the larger scoring tools and then I don't tear my paper. 3 3/4, 4 3/4, right? 5 3/4. Following along? 3 3/4, 4 3/4, 5 3/4.
Yep.
Then come along to 9 1/2. And I want you to do 9 1/2, 10 1/2, and then also 11 1/2,
okay.
right? And actually that's a really great tip I've just given you there of the larger the embossing head, the less likely you are to tear your cardstock, right?
Oh, okay.
So that's why this one that comes with the big score is a small one because it's for accurate scoring. Doesn't matter if you're not quite as accurate here. I'm going 2 inches down the bottom, by the way. So it doesn't matter if you're not quite as accurate. We just don't want to tear the cardstock, right? So that's all of your scoring. Now you're going to fold and burnish those score lines to give them a nice crease over. Oh, can you see I've torn it down here? Yeah, because I pressed a bit hard. Don't worry if you ever do that. Part of us is quite pleased I've done this because it means I can show you this little trick, right? I'm not going to try and claim I did it on purpose though, but I do often.
You might have got away with it.
I do often do that, Ben.
Yeah.
Right. Right. In this corner, I want you to cut this piece out all together, and then we're going to cut up to this one.
Yeah.
We're going to cut up here. We're going to cut up here as well, right? So there's all our sections. And then the rest is all just nice fold and crease and burnish,
What are
right?
you going to put in your bag? What goes in there?
Oh, whatever you want.
Bit of potpourri?
But, oh, hey, that would be nice, wouldn't it?
Oh, yeah, a little smelly bag.
Potpourri, I used to call it when I was little.
Potpourri.
Potpourri. Potpourri.
You can tell how posh I am, can't you?
You and your potpourri, Ben. Yeah, bit of
Potpourri.
potpourri. Right. Oh, look, I've done a little bit of a tear there as well. Do you know, it's because I was really gung-ho, because I felt like I told you all about the trick of the larger head embossing tool. Yeah. And then I went really gung-ho on it. So here we go, really gung-ho on that. But just, in fact, to be honest, it's not a bad idea to strengthen any of your score lines like this, because this is the base. So I think I'll go all the way along the base there, nice and strengthened with a little bit of tape, right? Just make sure that if you do go over the edges like that, you're going to cut straight up into the tape. Yeah. So we've got all that done, Ben. I'm going to fold these ones back in the other way, because can you see they're going to be my inside panels, right? So I'm going to fold them in, and then what I'm going to do is put tape all the way down this edge here, right? So that's the edge that we're sticking together. Fold that over, and there is that lovely, that's going to be the base shape of the bag, right? So you can see there, if I open that right up, there's the base piece here. I'm going to fold these two bottoms in. Okay. And then I'm just going to stick tape all over the bottom here. That'll go in. And then tape all over this bottom one here, and that'll go up like that. So there, once we do that, there is the bag. Now I love that, see, with the pattern over the front. Wasn't that really quick once you know the measurements? Right? Yeah. Now, what I'm going to do to finish it off though, right, because I think it's going to look really lovely finished off, is, where's my embossing folders? Right, Ben, I'm going to get one of these nice thin little embossing folders. Now, these are the embossing folders that match those dies that I forgot to tell you about at the beginning of the show. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to just cut a little bit of card out and emboss a little panel to go on the front of there, right?
Yeah, just to reiterate, those lace border dies are included in the collection. For those of you who are asking, we've found the board, which was in the other studio. Well, actually, we had to go all the way to Peterborough to go and get it.
Yeah, sorry, that was me.
But yeah, that is included for those of you who are asking. I was getting a bit confuzzled, but because obviously you've got the embossing folders that match the dies, haven't you? But yes, there are the dies which are in the collection, which is marvellous. Even more value for money.
Right, there we go. So if I just do this, this is going to go all the way over the back, right? So all I'm doing is I'm going to do that emboss. I'm going to emboss this panel on the front, Ben, right? So all will become clear in a second. So I've only embossed the front piece. It's a regular embossing folder, so I'm just sandwiching it between my two outside pieces. And so I'm going to have a lovely detailed design on the front, but we're going to make a nice opening flap to go on that top panel. So we're making our own flap essentially for the top of the box here, right? So that's going to come onto there. That is going to go over the front of here. Yeah, now you see what I'm doing here, right? And I'm going to just trim a little bit down there. I'm going to finish this off again with a little bit, I've got brown ink on here in pink, so we're just going to do a mix of the kind of pinky brown shade to bring all this in. So that's going to be like a nice front panel for there. So there's our front panel to go on here. And I'm going to seal this all closed. Now I'm going to just pop a little bit of ribbon round first and then seal it closed with my envelope seal. So here we go. You come round there, all right down here. And then I'm going to just tie that like this. I'm getting a little bit carried away here, Ben, but it's going to look wonderful by the time we finish the decoration. So there we go.
Just to say, if you're going to be doing this demo as well, you'll need the paper pad. Producer Johnny's nearly fallen off his chair just now with the amount of these which are flying out the door. Literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of these have sold in the last 50 minutes, previous to the hundreds that had already sold. So you gotta get them, seriously. They are flying. And obviously loads of you go, hey, people, you're taking my advice. This never happens. People have listened
They
to what
do
I've
listen,
said.
Ben, they do listen.
My little tip from the top earlier on was if you're in the US to get your free shipping, was to get the collection, add in another paper pad, and then add that adhesive collection as well. And loads of you are doing that because you may as well get more adhesives rather than pay your shipping, aren't you? You see, because you're going to use your adhesive. So I'm glad you've all taken note of my little top tip there. I feel great about myself. Thank you so much. Oh, you're using more of the wax. I
am, because just this, I think, is the most professional thing you could possibly do to finish off the bags. And I wanted you to see how easy it is. So I hadn't planned to, but I did one of these on Create and Craft this morning. Everybody loved it.
Now, it's just so classy. I think it's brilliant.
Isn't it just? Now, if you are doing the Sara way of doing this with the heat gun, right? Look what I'm doing. I'm just twisting it round all the time, right?
Obviously, you would normally light it, but you're not doing...
just light it. I quite like this, though. It's working really well for me.
Yeah,
so I'm going to do this with the key, and then you just go and seal your key into place there. So what I've done is, I've gone like a three-way seal here. I've sealed the ribbon in, I've sealed the cardstock and the paper all into one. While that's settling, I'll just multitask, because, you know, I'm a woman, and just get all them bits just done there, right?
Yep.
And then lift this up. Oh, yes, Ben, look at that!
Come on,
Have you ever seen anything more gorgeous than that? That, I just think, is like totes profesh. Totes profesh.
Totes profesh.
Hashtag totes profesh. With a bit of potpourri in there, right? It's going to look amazing. Bit of potpourri in, right? Now, do you know what to do for the front, Ben?
Yeah.
Look at some of the things I've got here, right? All right. So, you can use your nesting dies, which I've got mine somewhere. I mean, honestly, I've got so much. I've got so much gear here. What a big collection, right? So, you can use these and die cut all your pieces. Are you ready? What I've done is, Ben, is I've done one that I've die cut and just done a little bit of embossed. I've done one where I've die cut and I've put one of the sentiments on. This is using my scraps, literally using my scraps up. And then I've done another few stamp bits of these flowers. So I'll do some more floral stamping a little bit later on in the show, but just to give you this idea, right? Watch how we're going to bring all this together. I'm going to go this one. I'm going to glue gun it all so that it sticks really, really well, right? This one, I'm going to go on a slightly jaunty angle like this. Then this one can come straight over the top, little bit 3D with the big blobs of glue there. And then all of that is going to be adorned with the most beautiful florals. Some can go behind and some can go in front. So Ben, you talk, I'll glue.
I'm just looking at the size of that bag and thinking what else you could get in there. Maybe one of those little mini bottles or something that you fancy would fit in there, definitely. It's a really gorgeous bag though, isn't it? And again, just shows you how much you can do with this collection. Julie's ordered it, love the set, ordered it over the weekend. Rebecca is saying, got my extra stock ordered on the paper. Bought 2 with my platinum membership.
Yes.
Julie said, ordered this yesterday, so excited to receive it. And Susie T just saying, got to get 2 of those paper pads, one to use, one to stroke. There's so many paper strokers coming out of the closet on the show today, but it's great. We're so pleased that you're enjoying this collection. And again, think about saving this show. Of course, if you're watching us on YouTube, you can subscribe and then come back, and once you've got your kit, you can recreate all of these demos to put your potpourri in. Potpourri.
Bit of potpourri. Look at that. Love it. Do you know, I'm just getting it all perfect because, you know, that might make demo of the show, mightn't it?
Oh, yes.
I haven't done a gift bag like that before on a show, and I just think that would be hashtag fantastic.
And how exciting, because of course we now have a demo of the show, and then later on Craig's doing Monday Makers, so it will be whatever Craig makes up against whatever Sara makes. Oh, clash of the titans today. But we'll let you vote on your demo of the show in just a bit. By the way, if you grab this today, which we know loads of you have, I've got a distressing stock update for you in just a second. But if you're buying this today and you're thinking, oh, I'd like some more hints and tips. In fact, I'd like to craft along with you on this. Well, listen, Friday the 30th of April, remember that date, send the cards and presents my way, it's my birthday. But that's not important right now. Friday the 30th of April is the date for the craft along for the Letters from the Heart collection. It is with our Debbie, and Joe will be here as well. 3 o'clock UK time, which is 10 o'clock Eastern. So yes, a brilliant opportunity once again to be able to craft along. And of course, make sure you check the socials on the days leading up to that, because you'll see like the shopping list of everything that you need to be able to craft along during that show. But as I've mentioned, if you are getting this, you're not free on the 30th, you can obviously come back to that show. If you subscribe to us on YouTube, you can see all of the shows there. And of course, this show you can watch back and rewatch all of the demos which Sara has been bringing you over the course of the last hour or so, and do them at your leisure. Now, let's just get down to business here for a second, because you'll know with these launches that we do have a huge amount of stock. 40% of that stock has gone. Yes, producer Johnny. Is literally what he just said on my ear. 40% of the stock has gone, heading towards 50 now as we head to the halfway point of the show. If it keeps going at the rate that you're buying it right now, come to the end of the show, we are going to be down to the dregs. So make sure you get it now, whatever you do. Let me quickly go through the boards again, because I know you're desperate to see some more demonstrations, but just so that you know everything that you're going to get within this brand new collection. The star of this, by the way, must just quickly mention, as I go through these, you can get these individually as well, should you want to. And if you spend over £40 or $40 on individuals, you'll get an extra 10% off. But the way to go is how everyone is doing it, buying the collection. This typewriter, which you saw in the first demo, is simply stunning. As I said, I just love the fact that you're able to thread in your paper there to be able to pop in your own sentiment, whether you use one of these gorgeous little sentiments here, things like I love you, sent with love, you've got your hugs and kisses there too, special friends, get well soon. There's so many to choose from within that collection. Then, as you saw just a few moments ago, you've got your torn note paper dies. Again, absolutely stunning for creating that effect, for using as frames as well. And then you've got all of these gorgeous little added extras there with your butterflies and your hearts included too. Here are those gorgeous lace border dies, which you've just got the boards for again. These, of course, match up absolutely beautifully, as we were showing you with those embossing folders as well, because there are embossing folders in the set. There's your lace edges embossing folders. Then on top of that, come on, how gorgeous is that? Those vintage postmarks. Just take a look at all of the detailing that you've got on here, just looking through at some of the postmarks that you've got and that gorgeous emboss that you're able to achieve with those. Also, as far as embossing folders are concerned, how classy is that? That kind of ancient script, which just looks absolutely gorgeous as kind of a starter point, a base level for all of your projects. Looking gorgeous. Imagine that onto your black cardstock with a bit of gilding wax would look tremendous. Then, also, on top of that, saw it in an earlier demo, the lace envelope stamp and die set. Again, so simple, one pass through, gives you everything that you need, all of your kind of fold lines as well to be able to create that gorgeous little envelope. You've then got the ability to pop in your own little message inside there too. And then even more stamps, some of these layering stamps as we saw on that earlier demo, and dies to be able to cut out those stamps to adorn and embellish all of your projects. Then on top of that, we've got more stamps going along that classic postmarks theme. We've got even more of those as well. I just love all of these little lines here again, which just give you that gorgeous postmark effect. And we've got postmarks from London, Paris, special day, hugs and kisses, you name it, it's there. And then your loving sentiment stamps, again, kind of, I think, almost carrying on a little bit from where the caring thoughts left off, with some sentiments which are just kind of sort of saying, enjoy every moment. Life is short, make it sweet. Do more of whatever makes you happy. Love those sentiments just for cards, just because. And then on top of that, if you think that's a complete collection for the price that you're seeing on screen, we give you the paper pad as well. And this is no ordinary paper pad. This is a letters from the heart paper pad. No, but the point is with this, and you'll know that a lot of our paper pads, you get the double-sided gorgeousness, but with this one particularly, and as Sara's been alluding to, you're not going to know really which side is the front and which side is the reverse. But the great thing is you've got 48 sheets in there, 16 designs, 3 of each, but loads of you are going for more than one paper pad. You're adding them in. And as we chatted about, you know, you've got the ability to be able to kind of use this, so much of this collection, because all of the sort of detail that you've seen on the embossing folders and on the stamps run through the paper pad. It's central to this collection. It really, really is. And that's why people are adding more into their basket. There it is, $12.99 or $15.95. That's gorgeous. That one is absolutely stunning. Look at that. $12.99 or $15.95 if you want to add an extra one in. We've got people buying an extra couple, 3. As I say, I've not heard that anyone's bought more than Christine yet with 10. But if you have bought more than that, please do let us know. Pop that into your basket maybe once over, twice over if budget stretches.
And you guys always sound surprised when we run out of things. Go figure.
I know, right? $12.99 or $15.95 for the paper pad. Loads of you going in for that one. But it is the main collection, of course, which loads of you are grabbing. 81.38, 115.21. It comes down to 65.10 if you are shopping with us here in the UK as a Platinum member, or 92.17. And as I say, if you are a US viewer, definitely worth popping in another paper pad and then adding in that adhesive bundle as well, because that will get you your free shipping and it will get you loads of adhesives. And also, actually, lots of people jumping in for the ink pads as well. So these are your opaque pigment ink pads, specifically put together for this collection, because what you'll see, again, almost as if we planned it, right? What you'll see is the colours that you've got within this collection match up with the gorgeous papers that you've got within your paper pad. So you are going to receive your gorgeous pale fig, the pink tulip, which I want to say Sara's already used in this show. In fact, I'm sure she has. Then you've got your straw bale. You've got your gorgeous frosty jade. Then you've got your green topaz, and finally your oasis. So again, that's the other way, isn't it? To get towards your free shipping, pop that into your basket for $23.95 or $33.36. And as I said, the great thing is those colours match up perfectly with the paper pad. Perfect partners, absolutely brilliant. We are heading towards half the stock of the main collection gone. We are just over halfway through the show. So I know what you're saying. Shut up, Ben, we want to see another demo. So I will do just that. I mean, you might not be saying it like that, but you know. It's time for another. Shut up, Ben. That's just Johnny, isn't it? Yeah,
Shut
Johnny.
up, Ben. Shut up, Ben.
Shut up, Sara.
You know what? I'm going to go rogue a bit.
Oh, hello.
I've made an executive decision.
Right.
I love making an executive decision. This is what I'm going to make, right? And it's from my... So you know the series of Dragon's Den is out at the moment.
Yes.
So we're partway through the brand new series. So what I thought was, why don't I give away one of these that we make, right? So I've got this one, which is going to hang in my office. And, you know, if this wins Demo of the Show, this can go on the shelf. Or what, now we don't have a shelf, do we not? But I'm making an extra one. So how about we give one away?
Oh.
So if you want to win the one that I am going to make whilst I am making this demo, well, if you make some nice comments, Ben, you can enter. And actually, you're picking the winner. So you pick the winner, Ben. You can decide who's going to win, but keep your comments coming in. So from right now, this second, up till the point at which I finish the demo, is all your comments get entered in.
And I get to pick the winner.
And you can choose the winner.
Well,
Ben,
I'll pick my comment then, because my comment will be...
Okay, right, so Ben's not choosing the winner. Lovely Colleen's on social today. Colleen can be in charge of choosing the winner. And I want to know, I want the nicest comment can choose it. I want to know what you think of this collection, why you love this collection. Colleen's going to choose the nicest comment, and you'll win this little it's a little wall hanging. You can hang it on your wall in your craft room and take a picture, but you have to put a picture on social, right? So this is what we're going to make. So where do you want to start? Should we start with the typewriter, or should we start with the frame? Frame, right, come on, let me show you something really
Devastated,
clever,
I can't win that, devastated.
Here we go. So, I love these dies, Ben. And what we're going to do is we're going to make our own frame for them, right? So what you're going to do is you're going to take, I've already cut my photo out ready, right? So I've got a nice photo, so I'm going to do the frame the same size as the photo, and I'm going to go with the largest frame, and then the next frame in, so that we end up like an inside one. Now, when you're doing this, Ben, what I want you to do is I want you to take your magnetic mat, and I want you to use the two of them inside each other, because you need to make sure that under no circumstances do these two go over top of each other. So that's going to hold it perfectly, right? Let's have a look. I did have it. Yeah, there it is, right? So I'm going to lie this over the top. I'm going to put that on. So first one through is going to be the cut, right? So we're going to cut it with the two layers. This is how you make your own beautiful frame. So we're going to cut it with the two layers first of all. And then, and actually, this is going to be really useful, because what you've got, Ben, is that is, you can keep that for another project.
Absolutely.
That is the one that I'm going to use here, right? So what I then want you to do is first time through cut, then get that lovely embossing folder that's got the scripty bits on. We can emboss our frame and put that lovely script writing onto the frame. So that's now going to go through the two outside panels, and we're going to get the nice script on that frame. And then we're going to add a little bit of ink and a little bit of gilding wax, really to 3D it up, okay? So here we go. And what I should have done is take a little bit more time to accurately position me embossed bits at the top and bottom, but you'll still get the nice idea. Bit of seal brown. I'm using the water reactive, Ben, for these. So seal brown, I'm going to go all the way around. Notice I'm being really careful and holding this, because I'm so heavy-handed. Well, you've seen me do my crafting. I'm tearing things all the time, aren't I? And do you know what? When I'm at home, folks, I don't do that, because I'm not live on TV under loads of pressure, having the lovely Johnny shouting me in saying, hang on, we're going to have to come off this, it's going to sell out, or whatever it is, right? So at home, I'm a lot more genteel with these things, right? Now, embossed first, then, where's my gilding wax gone? Here it is. A little bit of gilding wax onto here, but I'm going to really sparkle it up around here. Yeah, so I'm really going for it in terms of adding the extra gilding wax on there. So this is how you create kind of your own embossed, enamelled style 3D-ish frame with the nice pattern on it, right? So it just shows you using all of the different pieces in conjunction with each other can really make something look quite spectacular. You'll see that when it kind of comes together. So what I'm going to do, Ben, is I'm just going to mount that over top of my photograph. And I've also got a nice piece of acetate that I'm going to put over the front of that
photo.
as well.
Is that like an official photo?
That's my official, I'm looking really, I've got mess all over here. That's me official, I'm looking really like the boss lady.
Because kind of imagine, it's like the one that you would, sign for sort of fans, fans of the show,
Let's have a little look, hang on, I've got to get my thing the right way. There it is, right, perfect. Right, I'm sticking, Ben.
All right.
Right.
There's some lovely comments coming in already. Susan just saying, this collection speaks to my writer soul.
Oh, nice.
When I was young, I always had pen pals. I love having a pen pal.
I had a pen pal. She only lived 20 minutes up the road, but I love the idea that I used to write to her.
Did you actually go and see her, or did you just write to her?
I did go to her. My mum took me to her house a couple of times, but I met her at like a camp or something, and then we used to write to each other all the time. I loved it. Oh, isn't it so sad that our kids aren't going to have that sort of experience?
Whenever you used to go on holiday, you always used to meet someone, didn't you, and exchange addresses.
Yes.
And you'd write letters to each other, for a few weeks, and then it would all
fizzle out.
It would all fizzle out. I absolutely loved writing letters, and I still send snail mail, says Susan. But that's what this collection's about for me, because there's too much boring mail, isn't there? Like brown envelope. Do you know what I mean? When you get the bills or you get the trash mail, the junk mail, this is the kind of stuff that you want to get through the mail. Absolutely. And this is a collection that will help you do it. So I'm just saying, I love this collection, but it extends so many of the other Sara signature collections to make so much more for all occasions and purposes. That's something we were chatting about this morning, actually, because lots of people were saying, oh, I could use this with the vintage diaries. Oh, I could cross this over into the Caring Thoughts collection. So it's, it's quite nice that is the case as well. And Kathy just saying, this collection is one of the most beautiful collections with all the colours are bright and with the roses, they steal your heart and top it off with the wax dauber. Sara, you are so good to us. I love the name of that, the wax dauber. That certainly does add, a real sort of finishing touch to it. Someone was asking about the wax seal, actually. Who was it? Eva was saying, will the seal break without tearing the paper?
Yes. Right. Oh, yeah. Should we try it? Should we try it? I've got my envelope that I sealed before.
All right.
We'll try after this demo. We'll try that.
Okay. Rebecca just saying, I love the classic old-fashioned feel of letter writing with this collection, and the colours are just divine. Absolutely. We're so pleased that you are absolutely adoring this collection as much as we are. I know what you're going to say. You're going to say, he says this all the time, but I think this is one of my favourite collections of the year so far. I know I say it, but it's honestly, we bring out something, and the next week we bring out something which is even better. So I can't promise that I won't say that on the next launch day, but so far, I love this. It's great. And how great is this all working together? Look at this.
It's just fab. And do you know what? It's easy, Ben, as well. Isn't it nice to do something a little bit different?
Yeah.
So, right, here we go. So, we've got that on. Then what I thought, maybe the glue gun wasn't the best to use under there. You can't see. It's just melted me acetate a little bit. Right, I'm going to do a typewriter. So, watch what I'm going to do. I've got a lovely bit of metallic gold, right? So I'm going to do my typewriter, when I find it, here it is, in the metallic. It's like a rose gold finish, right? So I've got the metallic gold here, and then I'm going to show you how you can do like a slightly different kind of colour underneath. So here we go. I'm just going to take those dies off, and we're going to go into the base there. Clear and magnetic on the top plate on here, and then that's going to go straight through there.
Do we have pictures here, by the way? Do you have like if anyone asks? I mean, not that anyone's asked me yet. No, I was just wondering, no, Johnny, shut up. Do we have like presenter picture, like if everyone goes, oh, I'd like a signed picture of Ben? No one has, but do we have those? Do we have those here?
No, we don't, but we probably, maybe it's because nobody asked for them. So watch, everyone's going to flood in the comments now saying they want a picture of Ben. No, I just wondered,
because at the other place, when the world was still open, at the other place where I used to be, we used to have our own, and when we used to go out to live events, my Laura used to laugh so much. She was like, how many did you sign today? Ooh, about 4. No, but I used to sign a few photos, and I remember one, I think it was for a Valentine's. I'd forgotten to get my wife a present, so I took one of my photos and signed it and gave it to her as a gift.
Oh, Ben, you didn't.
I did.
No wonder she's always taking the mickey out of you. You absolutely asked for that one there. Right, what I'm doing here, Ben, then, is I've stuck that typewriter onto a little bit of black, and then I'm just cutting around the outside so that you get that, you get the black behind, but I've still got the gold. Looks brilliant, doesn't it? Right?
I love it.
Now, here's the thing, Ben, right? What I thought, and I've typed this out on the computer. So I just typed out Sara's Den, danger, woman at work.
Wow.
And then I used that, not this one, it's this third one in here to die cut around it. Can you see? So you've got the third one in, and that is exactly the right size to just slot underneath there and look like, there you go, look like it's actually being typed on there.
Yes.
And then I'm just going to pop that, right, I'm going to put the whole thing together, Ben.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop that on the front, and then I've got a couple of the little postmarks as well on here. Right.
I think I might start something on Facebook because everyone wants pictures. Not specifically of me, but, they do want me, do they? Oh, I'll take that. £5 each. £10 if you want a signature. Right. What did you say, to put them in front of the fire to keep the kids away? Is that what you just said?
He did say that, yes.
That is horrible, isn't it, Sara?
That is awful. I'm sure everyone's going to come and stick up for you now.
I'm just trying to be nice. Unbelievable, isn't it? Let's go back to some nice comments. Hadassah says, as a creative writer major, this collection speaks volumes to me too. I love it. Go to making lots of journals and diaries with this collection. And Christine saying, please, dear Lord, you know how much I love Crafter's Companion and specifically Sara and every stinking thing she designs. You know I'm her biggest fan and would do anything to support her and the company. You know she... Oh, hello. There's an essay here. You know she knows I love her, but not in a stalking kind of way, but more of the admiration kind. Please let me win the picture of Sara and her design. It will go in my new craft room or store once I have it. Thank you for the chance. It would mean everything. P.S. I just sold you 1 billion more pads, lol.
I love the entrepreneurial enterprise and thinking right there.
Oh,
right, that is officially the demo finished. So that is officially closed for winning comments, and I'm going to let our Colleen pick a comment.
That is really, really special. I love it. Honestly, that typewriter, again, is just phenomenal. In the gold as well. Imagine if, Sara, if you had a typewriter, that is the colour.
That is the one you'd want. I just think with the black showing through the behind as well, it looks really awesome. Right, Ben, it looks like a bomb has literally just gone like this, and I've got loads more demos to do, and I've got stuff everywhere.
Yes.
So give us 3 or 4 minutes to do a bit of a tidy up.
All right, I'll tell you what, a bomb, not a literal bomb, but it has gone off as far as the stock is concerned because you are obliterating the launch day stock. We are over half of the stock gone, and you will know on a launch day, you know, we're not just saying we've got a few of these, we get in a lot of stock for you. Remember, it's a one-time chance to jump in and grab this, of course, with these signature collections too, so don't delay. The full collection you can get today for £65.10 or £92.17 if you're platinum. If you can't stretch to that today, of course, don't forget you can go for the individuals, and if you spend over £40 or dollars, you'll save 10%. What I would say on the individuals, though, the typewriter is flying out of the door. The paper pad, I mean, we had a lot of stock of the paper pad. We had a lot. Literally thousands, right? We are over half the stock of the paper pad gone. Everyone who's buying the collection is buying at least one of the paper pad, maybe 2, maybe 3. People are stocking up. It's always the way. The paper pad always goes. So again, just a quick little look through this. Absolutely pop this into your basket. Do not miss it. If you're going for the collection, pop it in a couple of times if you can, because this will go. I mean, I knew we would sell a lot, but the fact that half of the stock that we have has gone in that time even surprises me. And the great thing is, again, about this, and you're noticing it and commenting on it, it's like, which is the front side and which is the reverse side on this? Do you know what I mean? It's kind of when you get like your records with like you get like a double A side. And you're thinking, yeah, it's like, you know, the songs are both as good as each other. And that's what you've got here. This is a paper pad. It's a double A side paper pad. There's no B sides here. There's no B sides. So please, 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 make sure you jump in and grab this, because again, as much as you'll be able to use this with other kind of dies and stamps that you've got in your collection, the point is that everything that kind of runs through the embossing folders and the stamps and dies in this collection runs through this paper pad as well. It's absolutely central to it. That's why you need to get another one at least if you're going for the main collection. It's £12.99 or £15.95. Details of the main collection on screen right now for you, and we're going to give you a couple of minutes here again because Sara's still getting ready for her next demo, so you are going to miss nothing. All you need to do over the course of the next couple of minutes is check out your baskets. Whatever is in your basket, now is the time to do it, because of course it means you won't miss out. It means that you'll have this show to be able to watch back when you subscribe to us on YouTube and watch all of Sara's demos and recreate those, and it also means that you'll get this in good time for the craft along, which is coming at the end of the month, the 30th of April. So whatever you've got in your baskets, here is 2 clear minutes where you will not miss anything. So check out, and we'll meet you back here in 2.
Welcome to Club Inspire, our free loyalty club. As a member of the club, you can save up to 20% every time you shop with us. For every £1 you spend, whether it's in one of our stores or on our website, you'll collect 1 loyalty point. The more points you have, the more benefits you'll receive. As a welcome present, we'll give you 20% discount with your very first order. Once you place your first order, you'll be given 250 points straight away, making you a bronze member. This will mean that you'll receive a 5% discount on all of your purchases until the end of the next calendar year.
plus priority postage. 500 points takes you up to silver membership, where you'll get 10% discount plus free shipping when you spend over £20. When you get to 750 points, you'll become a gold member, which gets you a whopping 15% discount on every order, and we'll ship them to you completely free, no matter how big or small they are. Spend over £25 and we'll send them to you via our premium next day delivery courier service. When you reach 1500 points, you'll become a platinum member, giving you the same shipping benefits as a gold member, but with the added bonus of a massive 20% discount on all of your purchases. Now on top of that, you'll receive exclusive discounts, sneak peeks of brand new products, special offers and money saving vouchers. You'll have access to an exclusive secret Facebook group to meet like-minded friends, to find out information first and to be inspired by all the Crafty makes. Become a member of our club today.
I know who has won Sara's make, but I'm not going to tell you just now. We've got the winning comment, which I'll announce in just a bit. Lots of lovely comments coming. Lorraine saying, yes, I think signed headshots are a great idea, Lord Ben. I like that, thank you. Everyone should do one and make them available to the US. Well, we'll see. I'll chat further with Sara after the show. And Kathleen saying a signed group picture would be great. Nefertiti saying, I really love this collection. I look at it and I can't pick a favourite component of the collection. It's all favourites, item by item. Wow. What I will tell you is the reason that we give you time to buy is because we know that people don't want to miss the demos, and during those 2-minute breaks we see stock just fly. Stock which is just sat in basket goes, and when I said to you before we were around about 50%, 55% of the stock has now gone. This is going to go. In all seriousness, this is going to go. So whatever you do not miss out. The paper pad, again, we had thousands of those flying out the door. That's also heading towards 55% of the stock gone, because people are buying that, multi-buying that to go with the collection as well. So whatever it is that you want, for goodness sake, get it now, because we've got another 40 minutes of this and it is super busy. I'm thinking as we get towards the end of the show, we could be in trouble. It's supposed to be here tomorrow, actually, with me and Debbie. Goodness knows what we're going to do. But listen, check out your baskets. Please don't miss out. Let's get back to Sara for another demo, because I know you've probably got another 3 or 4 up your sleeve, haven't you? Is there 3 or 4 in there? No?
Just me hanky.
God,
sorry, I couldn't resist. Right, what I have managed to go and get in the break is somehow quick dry inks,
yes,
so that I can show you how those layering stamps work really well. Yes, so here we go. I'm going to just do a nice little, I said I would do an envelope. I think we'll do another seal on the envelope. So I thought, let's just have a little bit plain, do a little notelet set or something, right? So what I'm going to do, Ben, is I've just already die cut a few of these, did these in the break as well, few of these where we've got the outside piece, right? Okay. So they're just a nice size as well, these, because they are like just a little bit smaller than 6x4. So they're like your A2, that kind of 6x4 size, your A2 size or your A6 in the UK, and they're lovely for that. Now, I'm going to go, I think, purple with a little bit of green. So, now I'm using the quick dry because I just want to stamp quickly. What I would do if I was taking my time at home is use the pigments, Ben. Yeah. Because the pigments would be even better for you to do your stamping with, because you could then heat emboss with them as well. Yeah, details on your screen for those, if you want to grab them now, specifically popped together for this collection, $23.95 or $33.36. You do get in the collection your Oasis, you get green topaz and frosty jade, you've got your straw bale, your pink tulip and your pale fig. Basically all the colours that are going to work perfectly with the colours that you've got in that gorgeous paper pad. Nice. Right, here we go. So I'm going to stamp down. I'm just going to eyeball this one, although you have got the fixes if you want to affix them in the exact right space. So I'm going to stamp down that base. That is not a mistake, that little line. Oh, all right. That is the inside of the leaf, right? In case you were thinking that was just me. Then I'm going to go down the same. Oh, don't you be going all over them. I'm going to go down the same with the grasshopper. Yeah. All right. Let me just clean that up while we're going, there we go, right? So that's going to go around there now. Oh, just knocked you a little bit. And then I'm just going to make sure we line this up right into the middle, Ben. I've pretty much got that there now. Yep, you're lined up, you're looking good.
Looking pretty good.
You're about there. Nice. Excellent. Perfect.
Yes,
nice
here we go.
Right? And then we're also going to do, we've got the sentiment stamps as well.
Yep.
So I've got that sentiment stamp set too. And you can just add on, we've got loads of lovely sentiments here. Do more of what makes you happy.
I love that.
Sending all my love. Written with love.
Yep.
Written with love. So all I'm going to do here is written with love onto there. I'll do it in the same purple.
Yeah.
And so you're going to stamp that down, and I'm just going to ink this onto the top corner. So now, basically, you could make somebody a lovely handwritten notelet set.
That's gorgeous.
So let's have a little look at our nice inky colours. Shall we go with a little bit of plum jam around this one?
Yeah.
Right.
Just whilst you're inking that up, Monkey Head Bonkers wants to know.
Right, Monkey Head Bonkers, what you're after, knowing?
Do individual pieces get restocked, or once they are gone in signature collections, they are gone?
Right, so we never remake them. What can happen, right? Bear in mind, when we order them, we are what's called a multi-channel business, Ben.
Right.
So we bring all the stock of the Sara signature, and so much of it is pre-ordered by our retail partners. So much is sent to go out into our shops, which open today. We've got so much which goes to the TV channel in the UK, so much goes to the TV channel in the US, so much goes to the TV channel in Germany, for example. So we get stock going all over. So basically what you're getting updates on is all of our stock that was bought in for us to sell on the website.
Yes.
Now what happens is, if everybody doesn't sell everything, at the end, after a few weeks, whatever's left, we might be able to get a little bit more. We don't know.
Yeah.
But yes, what you're giving updates on is what we have available to go into our to send to you right now.
There you go. So hopefully that's answered that, Monkey Head Bonkers, and that's why as we're heading towards 60%,
hopefully, yeah,
you need to be
now.
quick.
So yes, so it might be that we're a little bit lucky in a few weeks' time, and we get a bit more comes from one of the other channels. But what I can tell you is, we will not be remaking them.
No.
All right. Right. Should we do the envelope for these?
Oh yes.
Now I've just got my ultimate here, not my envelope box creator. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a nice regular size, like a A6. So this would be the same if you're in the US, you'd be doing your A2. So it's just a case of choosing the paper. And I think I'm going to go for a B track.
No, there are no B tracks. It's double A sides.
There are double A sides.
Double A sides,
this is lovely, isn't it?
Yeah.
Right, I think it might have to be that one. Yeah, I think it might be that one. Look at the other side. You want one that's really nice on both sides, right?
Yeah.
Now, I just happen to know, doing this size here, I've done this envelope a gazillion times in my career, I can tell you. It is 21 centimetre square cardstock. So I'm going to cut this to 21 centimetre square and have that lovely big panel over the corner there, because I know that 21 centimetres, that's lovely, but these are also really useful panels to use on my other cards. That's the beauty of these, Ben.
Yes.
So we're going to get that. We're going to bring our scoring in here, and it is 21 centimetres square, lines C and D. You can tell I've made this a lot of times, haven't you?
Absolutely.
Right.
Once or twice over the years.
Let's have a little look. I'm going to do this one of my side panels. I'm going to go C. And then because we're doing an envelope box, I'm going to drop it into the edge and do C again. All right. Opposite corner, we're going into here and we're doing C, drop it into the edge and C again. And then the other two is E. So again, E will cross your C line and then drop on an E again. And then exactly the same here, right into that corner. And I'm going to do E, drop it into the little square in E. Now, what you'll notice is, you see, I am using the very pointy tool because this is designed for making envelopes so that the lines, the channels are a little bit narrower, all right? Let's have a little look. I'm just going to cut these ones out here, Ben, so that it just comes together perfectly. Can you see I round to my right-hand side?
Yeah.
So I always round them on one side, flip them over, and then round them on the other. So if you ever wondered why I'm doing that, it's just because I'm right-handed, so I can round easily to my right-hand side there.
Got ya.
Right, I'm going to fold over and burnish those crease lines on both sides.
Yeah, off the top of anyone's head, Rebecca's asked, I may have missed a response. Does anyone know what Wednesday's craft along will be? Is that is that Twist and Pop? Or have I dreamt that?
Are you asking me there, Ben?
I'm actually asking
All right, because I was going to say,
Vintage Diary. That's what it is. That's this Wednesday, isn't it? Joe and Debbie. Yes, there you go, Rebecca. This Wednesday, the 14th, Vintage Diary. Twist and Pop is on Friday. I knew it was coming up, this coming Friday. So you've got 2 craft alongs coming up. And then, of course, as we mentioned, the craft along for this one is 30th of April, so 2 weeks on Friday. Yes, 2 weeks to go. That's gorgeous. How quick was that?
And then you're going to put all of your little notes in there.
Yes.
Right? But what I thought we could do, okay? So I'm going to go right round the middle like this so that we can just seal this shut. And I'll just do it with like a nice little ribbon. So we're going to go uber professional. So we're going to go ribbon first of all.
Yeah.
All right? So there's my ribbon one first. All right? Then on the front panel here, I've just done a little bit of, there we go, matting and layering again with that. So I'm going to go along the 2 edges then, just to hold that ribbon in place. So that's going to go along there. I've got my little smile panel. I'll go down here quite nicely. And I think we'll layer that up with a couple of little globs of hot glue on there as well. So that's going to go on here. And then over here, Ben, what I'm going to do is I'm also going to go straight on and say, right, let's seal that with the wax seal.
Yes.
So I'm going to get wax sealing. Let's do the
Loving
heart
the fact
on
that
this
you're
one.
using this loads in this show. I love this wax seal. The old dobber. You got it in gold and of course in that gorgeous red as well with the heart on, and you got the key included as well.
I don't know if I want to seal that.
Ooh.
Oh, I
Oh,
like
do
that
it.
there. Go on, all right.
Yeah, do it.
Ben's like, do it.
Do it.
Do it.
I love it.
Oh, do you know what? I'm going to just trim that down now because I don't need all of that.
Oh, the wick.
On the wick, because we're doing it without the wick, aren't we? Right.
We are at 2/3 of the stock has now gone. So busy. More and more people are tuning in, of course. People just waking up, seeing the deal, now grabbing it. Loads of you have this in your basket and now they're going to check out. More and more people watching all the time. Now is the time to take the plunge, make that decision and grab it. This is a kit that you will absolutely love, but it's a kit that won't be around forever. Need to stress that. And actually, we're talking about the fact we're supposed to have this again tomorrow. If this is around tomorrow for a launch party, it will be the dregs. It will be the last few of the stock. You've got to be in now and grab this. You've really got to be. Look what happened to the Vintage Diary. Look what happened to other launch days that we've had recently. If you've got it in your basket, get it now. And don't wait till the end of the show and do that whole thing and go, oh, well, I'll just leave it in my basket and I'll come back and get it later on, because if you forget, you might miss out. So please don't, whatever you do. Basically, yeah, we've got more people watching than we've got left. There's a stat for you, producer Johnny, Stato there. More people watching than we've got stock left. So if everybody who's watching now decides to hit that checkout button, it's gone. So there you go. There is a stat. Don't miss out, whatever you do. Look at this, by the way, the other side of the studio. It's coming along lovely.
Got that lovely seal on, but I've sealed it in a way that I've sealed kind of at the top of the envelope so that we could still open it if we needed to and maintain that little seal. Come on, isn't that gorgeous?
That gets my seal of approval.
Gets your seal of approval, does it, Ben?
Yes.
On the other side as
That is
well.
lush.
Looking totes profesh.
Toast Profesh. Come on. Amazing. Absolutely stunning. These are, I tell you what, you're going to have to pick the demo of the show in a minute, and this is going to be tough, right? How many great demos have we seen from this show? All from this amazing collection, using the gorgeous papers that you've got within this collection. Let me just quickly take you through the boards again. More and more of you are checking out as we head through. I'll just show you through those papers again, as we've discussed, basically, and wax lyrical about. Wax lyrical. I wish I'd done that on purpose. I didn't. The whole point is the kit itself kind of runs through the paper pad, if you like, because you've got so many different elements within the paper pad that you then get within the stamps and the dies and the embossing folders within this kit. And as we said, look, I mean, come on, how gorgeous is this collection? Which side are you going to use? The front is just as good as the reverse. The reverse is just as gorgeous as the front. I mean, again here, look at all of the different elements that you've got within that gorgeous paper there. You've got 48 sheets within this pad, double-sided. The only problem that you've got with this, as I say, is to decide which of the sides that you are going to use. That is why, though, people are checking out the main collection and why people are checking it out with another one of these into their basket. We'll flash up the details for you. That's my favourite one there. I love that. $12.99 or $15.95 is the deal on this. So basically, do not miss out. And you can see how these all work absolutely beautifully. Add another one in, add a couple in, add 3 in if it stretches, because you will go through these like you will not believe, because you'll be crafting to your heart's content. Now, as far as the goodies which you're going to be able to use forever and a day are concerned, you're going to get all of these. Let's show you that typewriter first of all, because that is, for me, the best thing about this kit. There's so much to love about it. That typewriter die is just simply gorgeous. All of these stamps are included as well, and as we said, the great thing is you can slot a little message into the top of the typewriter there with a little note just to say hello, or just a note, just because, birthday wishes. These, by the way, as I go through the kit for you, are all available individually. The typewriter is flying, $9.99 or $12.95 for that individually. This also going very, very quickly. The lace envelope stamp and die set, again, so simple, one pass, cuts you that gorgeous envelope with all of the detail. Then you've got the ability to add your own little note in from the cut piece there as well. And then all of these stamps, you can layer these stamps up, as we've seen, the gorgeous florals in there, the heart in there too, and then you've got your dies to cut out elements of those stamps as well. As we've seen already, lots of that torn note paper die set, again, absolutely stunning. Use that for your frames as well, should you wish to. And then on top of that, you've got your gorgeous lace border dies. There's so much to love with this collection. Those will work beautifully with your lace edge embossing folders, which are also in this collection. Talk about embossing folders. Look at that traditional script. Absolutely stunning. Love that. How great is that for a base of a project? Amazing. Almost amazing as that. The vintage postmarks embossing folders. Again, absolutely gorgeous. It's just lush to be able to look through and see where all of those different postmarks are from, but they look stunning. And then as far as stamps are concerned, in this collection, you've got more of those classic postmark stamps. And again, can you see how loads of these elements are kind of going back to what was in the paper pad? How loads of these elements, the stamped elements, work with the embossing folders as well. It's just so clever how it all comes together. And then the loving sentiment stamps, again, gorgeous for the fact that these aren't kind of like pigeonholed into one particular celebration or for one particular person. You've got lovely sentiments like written with love, and I love that one as well. Do more of whatever makes you happy, and sending all my love. It's £81.38. It is £115.21. If you're a platinum member, it is £65 and 10 pence, or it is £92 and 92 cents and 17. Let's get this right, $92.17. That would be cheap. But listen, we are heading now towards, in fact, no, we're not heading, we're there. 17% of the stock has gone. We have 30% of a huge stock remaining. You need to be in. It is, right? Producer Johnny just said it. It's against the clock. It's clock versus stock. There's so many of you watching right now, and again, as we said, if everyone that's watching right now checks out, this is out of here. So you've got to be quick, whether you're buying the full collection or, as I said, if you want to go on individual elements, you can spend 40, get an extra 10% off. Grab this though, grab this, and also add in more paper pads. Whatever you do, do not miss out on those. Right. Let us go back to Sara. We've got 25 minutes to go. We've got to announce the winner of Sara's make, of course, which I've got, and you're going to have to vote for your demo of the day. We might not have even seen it yet, because I think these are getting better and better and better and better, aren't they? So goodness knows what Sara's got lined up for demo number...
Oh, I don't know, 5, 6?
Is this
6?
I think it's 6.
Well... Depends, do you count the envelopes as well? I've been putting them on the shelf, but only some of them on. Then there's the bottle. We've done a lot, haven't we?
We've done a lot.
Right, okay, I better get speedy because I want to get through at least another 2 demos,
wow, okay?
So here's the thing, right? I've used that lovely nesting die set. Here it is. I've used this one here. I've used the nesting die set, and I've cut out 2 of those nesting dies. Actually, you're going to need 3 of them, right? So you're going to need 3 of those all nested. Now, just make sure you get them all lined up, because you can cut them obviously different ways, and it is a skew whiffy paper. So that's that one. And then is this one here. Yes, there, I've got 3 all lined up here, right? So I've got 3 all in the line. Then what we're going to do, Ben, is we're going to score these, and we're going to I want you to line this one up on the edge, right? And then I'm going to score 1/2 inch, right, straight along there. And then what I would say is, kind of about the halfway, so between 1/2 inch and 5.5, so I'm going to go roughly just before 3-ish, somewhere around there. It doesn't have to be exact, just gives you a bit of an idea, right? So that we get 2 of these score lines in here, fold and burnish them. This is how we're going to do an easel card, right? So, like this, Ben, then make sure this was lined up with this top one, wasn't it? That's how they all aligned. So what we're going to do is just put tape right along here. And then if you want it to stick really, really well, remember my tip of putting tape to tape.
Okay.
Line these up at the bottom so you get them all perfectly aligned. Once they're perfectly aligned, then I want you to stick that one down really, really well. Yep. Then once that's stuck, tape all over the bottom of this one here. So plenty of tape on there, and that was aligning, that was that way, wasn't it? So I'm going to put some tape along the bottom part of here, get all that nicely lined up, and then just make sure they're all aligned at the top. And once they're all aligned at the top, you can stick them down. That is going to give you an easel-shaped card, but that is done with that lovely torn edge, right? And where you put that score line on the back one determines how stand tall or how kind of flat it goes, as it was, right? So there we go. Now, what I've done is I've just done a couple of, actually look at this one here, I've done a one where I've just stamped around the edges. So I think I'm going to go with that one on the front panel here. Is that aligned up to this corner? Yes, it is. So I've just done a little bit of stamping with the stamps on here. And then for the 2 bottom pieces, and I probably should have done this before I stuck it down, Ben. Let's have a little look. That's going to go onto there. Oh, it's just about going to fit in. Lovely. So I'm going to stick that one onto the base, and then we're going to have one onto the front as well. So it just kind of tucks under there a little bit. And because they're a little bit skew-whiffy as it was, doesn't matter if they're not perfect. This is when you're going to use all those scraps. This was the scrap notice I used from that lovely piece of card that we had. Yeah, the one that I used for the envelope box.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah, it all comes in, you see. All comes in, waste not, want not. Now, for a little bit of matting and layering, Ben, I'm going to use, again, some little scraps of that paper. And I'm just going to show you so that we can get it all. This, if you were to use like that size one there, send that through. I've already done one where I've got that already die cut out in size. But I am going to do a little bit of embossing with that lovely embossing. So I'm just going to whap it through the embossing folder, Ben, and then pop a little bit of ink onto it.
Loads of you just telling me that you're now checking out your baskets, which I'm not surprised about. Over 70% of stock has gone. We are heading towards 3/4 of the stock gone. You gotta be quick. We've got 20 minutes to go. Maria saying, wow, just ordered the collection. Beautiful, can't wait to receive it. And Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube saying, I'm a lifer scrapbooker, so the 12x12 paper pads are a must-have for me. And this collection, again, if you are into your scrapbooking, if you're into sort of making sort of your memory books as well, it's absolutely perfect for that. There's so many elements that you'd use. You know, great if you've been on your travels as well, to be able to, you know, get some of the old pictures out, use some of the postmarks, you know, whether it be the stamps or the embossing folders. I just think it suits so many different collections. It really does.
Oh, thank you. Do you know, it's funny because I always feel like, in a way, you know, yes, it's my collection, so I'm kind of taking credit for how lovely this is.
Yes.
But then at the same time, you've got to remember, I'm not the illustrator. So all I do is have the vision for this. And then we have some incredibly talented illustrators in the team who sit and work with me and kind of take the vision that I have and then make it into a reality as it was. That's what the magic is, if you ask me.
Do you sort of doodle stuff then, or do you just say, I want this, this and this?
A little bit of doodling. It's always a bit of a standing joke when I do a bit of doodling. Everyone thinks that's really hilarious. Let's have a little look. Right.
So basically your doodles don't look anything like
Don't always look everything like the finished project. Right. I've remembered, Ben, what's this one here? Of course. You don't need to see me cut out a typewriter. We've done that a couple of times in the show. That is obviously going to fit into here, isn't it? And then look even better that we've typed that note on there.
Yes.
Yep. So I'm definitely going to do that because I think that looks even better than what we had, right? So I'm going to pop that on the front of that one. Yes, there you go. You're going to look fabulous there. And then remember, you know those lovely flowers? I'm going to use one of the stoppers, one of those flowers as a stopper, Ben.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think that'll go nicely into here.
I thought for a minute we were going to use one of the little wax seals as a stopper.
Oh, that would look... Do you want me to do that?
Well, no, you do what you were going to do. I don't want to, you know.
We can wax seal it up if you want.
No, it's up to you. I don't
Come on. Let's do both.
I've got a real thing about those wax seals.
Let's put this down and do a big blob of wax seal.
Yes.
Right. Go on, I'll do the red one because I haven't done the red one.
Oh, no, you haven't actually.
Right, go on, I'll go red. And should we do the little key as well?
Oh yeah.
I'll do the red and I'll do the key. Right, you talk, I'm gonna wax seal.
It's funny that you go for the gold rather than the red, because I always think like the red is more of the, you know, you sort of traditional.
Let's go, should we go both?
What?
Yep.
Well, mix them up.
Should we put a little bit of both in?
Oh, do it.
Do it, he's loving this now. Right, go on then. You talk, I'll seal.
I love this. Look at this, you guys taking my advice today on your free shipping. Sarah taking tips and what's going on today? Must be because I've been on holiday and everyone's pleased that I'm back. That's what it must be. Isn't that right, Johnny? He said no. Listen, just whilst we're seeing this, get it now whilst you can. We are into the home straight, 15 minutes remaining on the show. What is not to love about this? And as I said, if you are someone perhaps if budget doesn't stretch, items are available individually, but give you fair warning on the Typewriter, in particular that paper pad, which is going individually. Look at this, again, how great is this? This is not something I would have thought necessarily to do, but...
two-tone right down there with the key straight on there, sealing that piece in. And obviously if you've got any extra bits of wax, it's just wax, so it's going to rub off, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to let that set, lift that off. Come on, ever so gently. Yeah. Oh, yes. Can you have a look? Can you see there?
Oh, look at that.
With the mix of colours.
Boom.
Boom.
I'm glad I suggested that mixing of the waxes.
Yeah, looks good, looks good. And actually what we could do is, we could have that sealed there, and we could have this lifted up a little bit so that it all holds. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Yes. I'm loving that. There we go. Right. Do you need me to line all my demos up?
Oh yeah, let's do it. However many there are. So the envelopes will count obviously with the mates that you did. They're all behind you, aren't they?
Yeah, right.
So we'll get those lined up.
So first of all, right, come on. So first of all, we did this one where I did the little envelope with the seal to go with it.
That is one.
Right. So that's number one, right? Put the envelope behind there. Number two, I showed you how to do the little mini envelope on this one. There it is. So that was number two.
Oh, I forgot about that one.
Right. Number three, is that when we did the
the bag. Yeah. Oh, the bag.
So number three was the bag. You've got to get the little seal on it because it looked awesome with the little seal. Then number four, we did that Dragon's Den sign, didn't we? So number four, we did the sign as well. What was number five?
Five was the
five was the one with the envelope. Right, they're all going to fall over. So all right, five was this one here, which had the little cards inside.
Yes.
Yep, so it's got that was number five.
Yep.
Six we've just done was, here it is underneath here. Six was that one there with the little seal on there as well.
Wow.
So there's the 6 cards. So you get voting, but I'm still going to have another card to do while you're voting as well. So I'll just take a minute and get tidied up.
Let's give you then 10 minutes. 10 minutes to get your votes in for your favourite. And let me just remind you, we are now just 25% of the stock remaining. That is it. It is absolutely flown. I knew that this would be popular, but again, you guys are loving all of these new launches. I can barely talk. I'm so excited. But the point is, now is the time to be checking out those baskets. Do not miss out on this deal because it is flying. 81.38 or 115.21. Excuse me, I'm getting all emotional over here. No, I'm all right. I'm all right. £65.10 or 92.17 is the deal. But just whilst we're getting ready for the final demo, for those of you who were watching earlier, you will know that Sara did the Dragon's Den demo, and we were asking for your mentions. And basically, I didn't pick this, by the way. I did think that I was going to pick, but then when I said that I wanted to win it, Sara didn't let me pick it. But our lovely team have picked this comment from Mary Pat 1000 on YouTube. He says, Sara, I'm absolutely in love with this collection, yet having a creation made with your own hands and displaying your lovely picture would be a true treasure in my purple studio. I'd be extra inspired. So Mary Pat has won that gorgeous make. Well, congratulations, Mary Pat. To claim your prize, details coming up on your screen for you here. There you go. Prizes at crafterscompanion.com. Just get in touch with us and we will send out that gorgeous creation from Sara out to you and you can hang it up. We do need a picture though, I think Sara said. Once you've got it back, we need to see it hung up in your craft studio. You can send that back into us and we look forward to it very much. Right. Keep the votes coming in on demo of the show. You've got about 7 minutes remaining, and I reckon that probably gives Sara about 7 minutes to do one final demo. what you're going to show us.
Right, okay, well, I've already got a lot of the prep done.
Okay.
So I've done a base stepper card, Ben. So I've actually done the stepper, and I'm just you're gonna want the sizes for this, aren't you guys? So let me lie this out. So base sheet of card was A4, and I cut it to 7.5 inches wide, right? And then, so you're gonna score this part in half, and then on this panel, I did my steps at 1.5, and then, should I just make it? Should I just make it?
Well, if you want to.
If you see it, it means a lot more to people.
Okay.
I'm busy doing it, and I think, do you know what? It takes seconds to make, and when you see them. So if I cut this to 7 inches, right? So first thing we do, Ben, is we say, how wide do you want your step?
Yeah.
So I'm going to go with my step at 2 inches. So you put your score line down at 2 inches, right? Now, as this is A4, this side panel here, you score in half, which is one little notch before the 6, right? Then on your stepper, decide how big you want your steps. I'm going to go up 1.5 inches. So if you go up 1.5 inches, you score at 1.5 inches. Everything that goes up must come down. So you're going to come down at 3. Yep. So that's 1.5 inches up, 3 down. Then bear in mind this was one little notch before the 6. You need to add the step onto the end. So it goes to one little notch before the 7.5. Right? That is how you do a stepper. It is literally that simple. Then this trims down the middle like this, right? And you're just going to fold that up there, that trims down there, and there's your stepper.
Well, that was easier, wasn't it?
Because you know what I mean? I just feel like I need to tell you, you just need to see it, don't you? It's super simple. And if you want the step on the other side, just turn it inside out. Right? So all I'm doing is turn it round inside out there.
Yeah.
And there's your stepper card with your step on the other side. Right? Super simple to do a stepper. Everything's super simple, Ben, when you know how. Right? So there's my stepper card. What I'm going to do is I'm going to do some little mini envelopes to go on the front of it. So my little mini envelope set is this one here. And remember I showed you, we did one of these earlier in the show. Really easy to do. So if I take this on here, and these are all just always using your scraps of card for these ones here. That's the beauty about these. You're not going to use up much cardstock at all. And we're going to put this together. And because it's a die designed to cut paper, so the score lines on this are not too thick, because I don't want them to score all the way through your paper. So the score lines are just going to be nice to give you a lovely folded score. And you'll see what I mean when we lift this one off. I mean, look at how perfect that is, Ben. I mean, we didn't even have to pop any bits out. But that just folds over. Got those lovely edge side panels. And then the little one comes up from the bottom, right? And these here, you just want a little bit of tape on the edges, and it just makes that lovely little envelope. So that is your actual envelope. Yeah. And then if you want, this here cuts the little bit if you want to go inside, right? So what I've done is I've cut a couple of these, and I've done a one and just stamped on Hello You, and I've done another one, and I've stamped on here Friend. So we've got Hello, You, and Friend. All right. Now, in terms of the whole card, here we go. Let's get this put together. So I've done my base piece here, Ben, and just some of that other beautiful papers. The papers really do underpin absolutely everything we've got in this collection. Really do. So that goes onto there. That's going to be your base piece. Then I've got some mats and layers for these next pieces that go onto here. So these are just going to go into these sections here. You see, you can tell I was all thoroughly prepared in case we didn't have
squeezing this one in.
There we go, and that's going to go onto the bottom there. And then, Ben, it is literally as simple as I've got, do you know, I feel like these just need a little bit of black behind them just to make them stand out. So when I was planning this card, I looked at that, and then just putting that behind there really makes it stand out, doesn't it?
Yes.
So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to layer up a little bit of this onto the front panel here, Ben.
All right, just whilst we're just seeing that, last couple of minutes to get your votes in for demo of the show, but also nice time to show you, because you're seeing just some of the beautiful colours that you're going to get in the paper pad. Loads of you are jumping in and grabbing the ink pad collection that we put together for you as well, specifically to go with the paper pad, because you can see all of these colours have been chosen because they work so beautifully with this collection. So in your opaque pigment inks, you're going to get your Oasis, you've got your green topaz and that gorgeous frosty jade. And then on top of that, you've got straw bale, your pink tulip, and then finally you've got that pale fig. Lots of you have added that into your basket with this collection, whether it be to get you that step over your free shipping, or I don't know, or maybe just think to yourself, well, actually, these are absolutely perfect. Need to have them. $33.36 if you're shopping with us in the US, or $23.95, saving 20%. Definitely worth going for, and all 6 of those you will get. And as we said, keep popping those paper pads in. They are flying out the door. Johnny's just telling me there is not going to be much for us to go at tomorrow, I don't think, when Debbie and I bring this back to you. Whatever's left, $12.99 or $15.95. Oh, I love the addition of the flowers as well, Sarah.
Just nice, isn't it? They're in that same set, remember, when I showed you how to do all of the layering up of the inking. So you're just going to pop that on there, and then look, wasn't that, once you've got the know-how, and you know how to do things like them stepper cards, I think having a shaped card like a stepper just means something like that is so much quicker and easier to put together. Lovely shaped card, that stepper. Look at that. And I've still finished with time to spare to see which one you think's done with the show.
It's a shame you couldn't have put that one in, because I reckon that might be my favourite. I reckon that might have been my favourite of the lot, but it didn't go into the demo lineup. Let us have a quick recap of everything before we announce the winner, because I have just been notified as to which the winning card is. So I tell you what, let's just quickly show you everything that you're going to get within this collection. Come on then.
I'm coming over.
No, I'll come over.
No, I'm on my way over. I'm on my way over,
go.
all the way.
That's
over
good
the
TV.
studio.
Look at that.
Both gone.
Look
Great
at that.
TV. That.
There we go. Oh, look at that. No, yeah. So wait till she gets across. There we go.
I'm coming back.
There she is.
I'm back here.
Yep.
Nice card, extra card, going on the front there. Right. Come on, because I want for anybody who missed this at the beginning, I want to explain to you what all my thinking was when I designed this. Okay. So this whole collection really hinges around this pad. Now, I'm very proud of it. I'm not the talented illustrator who pulled all the illustrations together. I had the vision. They've executed my vision monumentally this time. Monumentally, okay? Now, if you have a look through though, what you'll see is the papers, they're all kind of planned in. So, beautiful paper here, but then I said, right, let's take that and let's have the same paper and let's bring that through in the embossing. So can you see we've done the matching embossing folder, which is exactly the same text that's been layered up on top of here, right? So you've got the layered embossing folders as well, right? It's exactly the same when we start moving into ones like this, and it was this one, and remember when we made that other card, there's a lovely one part way through it. Is this it? Oh, look, there's the same design built in there. I will find the other one that I'm desperate to show you as well. It's one of the pink, that one. Look at that, right? So these have been brought right through and used in these embossing folders too. So it's the lace effect. Now we use that, remember, on the top of the box as well. So there's loads of places where you're going to be using that one too, right? Now, as well as the embossing folders, we've also got the border dies, which bring in them same collections. I haven't even had a chance to use the border dies in any of the demos, but you've got these border dies all built in to the same collection that matches in exactly the same way, right? Now, I did flick past through a few pages, a few more than I wanted to, because there is quite a few other things in here you'll see. Designs like this, where we've used that postal theme. So that perfectly matches in with what we've done with the embossing folder here. Not only the embossing folder, but also how I've brought this into the stamps, so that you can stamp them up and do all of your layered workings on the stamps. Now, while we're still on stamps, I've also done you all of these lovely sentiments. Do more of what makes you happy, sending you all my love, written with love. Aww. Life is short, make it sweet, enjoy every moment. Difficult roads often lead to beautiful destinations. So some really nice heartfelt sentiments. Those are the sentiments to finish off your card. However, I've done a whole extra sentiment set with the typewriter. So a lot of these designs, Ben, these were all designed so that you could actually take your typewriter and you could then add on, like coming out of the typewriter, things like your dearest friend. Or those of you who are into your slimline cards at the moment, which are really popular.
That's brilliant.
Look at that right the way, look how dimensional that is. But then you've used several of the sentiments and they're all in that lovely kind of, like typed font as it was, really well typed font, okay? Now, tied in with a lot of what you'll see here. There's a lot of these designs have got like little envelopes in the corner, like this one here. That was the inspiration behind how I did this set here. So this is that lovely little one that we've just made in that last card. And then also, as well as having the envelope itself, these flowers are all coming from this layered set where you've got the layered flowers and then the dies to cut them all out so you can do these multi-layer flowers like this. We've also got, because I'm still going, we've also got the nesting frame dies, which are the ones with the torn edges. And then last but definitely not least, and it's had a lot of stick this show, the wax seal kit.
A lot of stick.
Boom. Where you get the key and also the little love heart as well. And of course, we've finished that off on so many of our projects. So I just think every element in this kit is absolutely have to have it, just works together so beautifully well.
There you go, and that is why we're heading towards 80% of the stock. Loads of you have got this in your baskets as well. If everyone's checking out, we have not got much to play with tomorrow. To be honest with you, Johnny's pretty much got none left. So get it now whilst you can. Don't wait and go away and do something 10 minutes later you come back and it's like, limited or it's selling out. Get it now whilst you can for £65.10 if you're a platinum member here in the UK, or $92.17 if you're shopping with us in the US as a platinum member. Demo of the show. I hope you can remember the numbers here, Sarah.
Hand, go on. What number was it?
I think
3 was the bag.
That's the winner.
Was it right?
I was just about to say I'm sure it was the bag. So there you go.
Brilliant. And it's not just a bag.
No.
It's a bag with the wonderful wax seal on the top, with the layering flowers where I showed you all the measurements are on there. So you can go back and watch that at any point. That was a really super simple project to do.
What a show. How good was that launch day? If you got your collection yet? No? Well, make sure you check out your carts for goodness sake, because we do not want you to miss out. Sarah, when are you back? I think you're busy-ish, aren't you?
Yes, well, I've got HSN.
Yes.
So I'm going to be on tonight. I'm going to be live over on HSN's website, HSN's Facebook page at 2 o'clock Eastern time for an hour with Adam Freeman. And then everything kicks off for me at 11 o'clock tonight Eastern time for those of you who are watching. So let me know in the comments if you're US based and you're going to be watching HSN tonight. Don't forget, I've got that today's special launch at midnight, but a whole hour before then I'm going to be doing the special 11 o'clock hour with Suzanne now. Actually, Suzanne's coming and stolen it away from Adam, so we're doing a whole hour of fantastic Crafters Companion deals at 11 o'clock before the today's special starts. I'll be on throughout the day, Tuesday on HSN, but I will see you back here on Crafters TV next Monday.
We shall certainly look forward to all of that. I will be back with you in just a couple of hours' time. Myself and Craig will be back with the Monday Makers. We've got a craft ambassador on the show. The Sparkle Pens are back on the show as well. We've got that beautiful, gorgeous butterfly that you loved. All of that to come in a couple of hours' time. Check out your baskets. Do not miss out. And we will see you back here in just a couple of hours. Bye for now.